Hey, recording's in progress.
Everybody's back. Very
Wonderful.
cool. All right, so we have here's Brandi.
Carl, you gonna type it in?
Oh, I don't remember exactly what we chose.
Oh, I do. Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, great. Sounds wonderful. So we got everybody back. I've just ordered cat food. I think I've got it ordered. Important things in life.
Ordered cat food for the categories.
Oh, that's great. Jim, you are our punster. You and you Canadians, you and Vincent.
Did you order enough for the whole team?
Did everybody get enough? Did I order it for everybody? No, sorry.
Well, yeah, I was wondering. It was like she ordered cat food, like.
No, it's for my cats. Thank you very much. I found it's cheaper to order online and then I go buy and pick it up, but I can use better coupons.
Picky about what kind of cat food I like to eat.
Well, it's IMS. It's senior cat weight loss. So
senior cat.
Yeah.
It's right for Spanish cats. Yeah.
I was gonna say you should know it's not senior cat.
Senior cat.
Yes.
You guys are impossible. All right, so here we are today. Thank you.
Actually, I haven't seen your cat, but okay.
So before you start, Susan, I'm sure you saw my note in the spreadsheet, but
I had a feeling that was your note and not.
But you ignored it because you typed it. All right, are you watching the spreadsheet?
Yeah.
All right, look, I'm going to fix it. First, I'm going to copy this out of here and put it somewhere else temporarily, so it doesn't go to waste. Meaning,
we'll just do the game underneath.
Yeah. Well, I have to fix that one too. So no, I'm gonna put them in column J.
I can't see what he's doing.
I put them in column J. Okay.
Okay, I see it.
All right. So what you got to do when you make a new spread is you do this. You copy all of the rows from the one above it, and you paste them in, and then you wipe out the data. That's the only way it's going to work properly. Don't ask me why. It's weirdly glitchy, but that's how you got to do it.
Okay, what I've been doing is copying the one below that doesn't have the right formula and adding it.
No, that's not good.
Okay, I figured it must be you. Okay, so you're doing that, and you capitalized AS, and then not the K in ask. So I'm just letting you know.
I have a really bad habit, and I don't know what it is with my fingers, of the second letter, like my name, Palmer. When I type it, the A is the second letter A is always capitalized. I cannot release the shift key in time while I'm typing the second letter. I do that.
I think it happens to a lot of us because it happens to me too a lot.
Like
where the second letter is also capitalized.
Yeah.
I don't type fast enough for that.
It's not always with me, but it's common enough.
Oh, look at these guys. It sounds like an ecumenical matter. Okay, here we're going.
What?
That would be an ecumenical matter. And
Susan making up words again.
No, that's a line.
You mean communical or ecumenical?
Ecumenical.
Economical.
Ecumenical.
Ecclesiastical.
Ecumenical.
Ecclesiastical. That's
No, ecumenical. Ecumenical. I'm saying it right.
Webster's Dictionary, Susan revision.
It's ecumenical. It's I'm saying it with an Irish accent.
Yeah, right.
So religion is an ecumenical disease.
No,
Oh, that's true.
Type in it's an ecumenical matter and see what comes up on Google. All right. Somebody can share it in a minute. All right, here we are. So we are in season 4 still. Funny how that hasn't changed yet, but it's getting really close. Game 213. So we have team number 1, Alan, Jamie, Jim, Karen, and now Mono. Hello, Mono. So
Hi.
Mono.
Hi.
Hello. Team 1. Kristi Nome wants to be Trump's VP. I'd give it a shot, she says.
That's a Jamie one for sure.
Yes.
Oh, that's awful.
I don't get that one, but okay.
You don't get it?
The VP
do you know what happened?
Not her dog.
Hang in there, you'll get it.
Hang in there? No.
Yeah, you're gonna have to Google her.
Oh,
Whatever she did.
Everywhere, everybody's talking about this. It's like in every. Ugh.
Yeah, I had to Google her when they started reading her name. I didn't know what she was being talked about for. Until I Googled her
more than you need to know.
Disgusting and famous.
Cindy.
Maybe
Janine.
maybe she's a good choice if she's gonna give him a
No,
shot.
actually, no, because Trump likes those yes guys. She
Yeah, but I like the
Stand
ones
up
that are
to
gonna
him.
give Trump a shot.
Yeah,
Give it a
Yeah.
shot,
maybe one day
if
she'll
it-
just tell Trump to look at the flowers.
Well, if it gets her out of office, like if she's running as a vice president candidate, and then she has to give up her seat in North Dakota, South Dakota,
governor.
North
I think she's
Dakota,
a
I
governor.
believe.
Dakota,
Uh,
North
then
Dakota.
that would be fine.
I thought I heard that she was the governor.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's
Yes.
She's got South
governor of
Dakota.
South Dakota.
South
Yeah.
She
Dakota.
killed her puppy.
And she
Yep.
can't even be on a lot of the Native American First Nations land. They banned her from their reservations. That's so funny. I think 17% of the land she can't go on to as she's governor in that state. Okay, Cindy,
gonna put
Janine,
ours
Carl,
in?
and Rob.
Our team is tremendously tired of Trump trials.
Oh no, I'm not tired at all. I'm enjoying every minute of it. This TTTT.
Yep.
Oh, I'm on it. I'm looking forward to it. Sterling was just telling me he wishes the election would hurry up and get here so it could be done with it. And I said, I'm really enjoying it. I want to see every nuance of it. Anyway, I'm a
Well, I
little
want to
strange.
see him go to jail.
Well, that's what I want to see too.
Or violating the gag order.
So awful messed up. Okay, Ben, Kyle, Mike, Robin, and Brandy's going to be in this room too.
Best secret tapes since Pamela and Tommy.
Who's Pamela and Tommy?
Oh.
Now that one I don't get.
Pamela
Oh,
Anderson?
That's old.
Yeah.
And Tommy who?
So, but what's the tapes? I don't get the secret tapes.
The secret Cohen tapes.
The recordings of them conspiring to commit crimes.
Oh, okay.
Who's Pammy and Tommy?
Pamela Anderson, Tommy Lee.
Famously stolen sex
Like
tape.
the original sex tape.
Oh, I just didn't get it. Okay, sorry. Gail, Lee, Vincent, and Wendy, and you will have
Go.
Okay, team 4, Trump denies sleeping during trial, no word on farting.
It's funny what he's I heard that on the news today. They were saying it's funny how he's saying like about the
Biden.
certain things, but he's not saying nothing else about the other stuff. So that must be true.
Oh,
You
I have the
might
wrong
think-
team name. I can't edit my I can't
Yeah,
edit my
Susan,
message.
Susan put it in the right place.
What? I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, Ben thought he was team 2 also.
I thought I was also team 2. My
You
apologies.
you ignored it, so that's good.
No, that's
Okay.
part of our name. It starts with team 2 :
Oh, that won't be confusing.
Oh yeah. Bill, Faith, and Romero, Ron, and Kevin will be here eventually.
I'm tired of Christy Nome. Doggone it.
Oh,
Put
Bang,
our old
bang.
dog in there.
That's good.
Oh, that poor, I just can't even, I was like, what is everybody talking about? And then I looked it up and they showed
What?
the Lincoln Project has done a commercial for it, like what promo. And
I
they
haven't seen that
there's
yet.
this innocent looking dog standing there just looking at the owner and you see this gun and
It's disgusting.
I can't even imagine.
I mean, and there's no reason to do that. If the dog was a big problem, you take it to the pound. If the pound can't do anything with the dog, they
No, she
euthanize
says
it.
that's how we live on a
There's
ranch.
no
That's what we do.
reason to shoot the dog.
Well,
Shouldn't be
I
bothered.
do remember my dad telling about how after he got home from World War II, he was rather disappointed to learn that the dog on the farm had started worrying the sheep, and the only thing they could do was with the dog that had started doing that was kill it.
Yeah, but
In
maybe
those
at that
days,
time.
Now we
they
have
didn't
social
do
media.
this.
Like you can put one post. Anybody want to take this dog?
Or I'm going to shoot it.
One post.
No, but you got the pound. She could have taken it to the pound.
Yeah, but she can't be
And the
bothered.
pound,
Social 160 characters.
Yeah.
but that's faster. Going to taking it to the pound is
Well, it
faster.
was-
than
you
social.
don't know that it's
Recently,
faster in
once
South
upon a time
Dakota.
All right. So
Did
let's
you
get
all
off
hear
the-
what the dog was doing that was so horrible?
Yes,
Yeah.
the
Took
first
the
thing
dog
is
on a hunt and it was just playing and having a good time.
right.
And it wasn't
puppy.
listening
The
to her.
puppy, by the way. It was
And
a
it had a
puppy.
It was
shock
a
collar
puppy
on
not
too.
listening.
And then she
Can't see
went and killed the
that.
goat next because she had, she was feeling.
She said the dog
Doesn't
was
like
weak.
goats.
Which said the goat was mean. It belonged to her daughter, the daughter's pet. And she said the goat was mean. That's why she took it.
Bothering the chickens too, or I think the dog. Anyway, see?
Listen, how do we even know that any of this dog stuff is true? It's based on some book written by some hack author. What was
Her.
her?
Yeah, her.
Her book. Yeah, that's a hack.
And either she did it and
Oh
it
my
was
God.
awful, or she's bragging about it.
Yeah.
Or
So
some
you're saying this wasn't some
kidding.
kind of secret leak
No,
tape or
it's
claim she wrote about this
No.
herself?
She
No,
took
Rob.
it to a
Her own book.
commercial. Okay, you
Her
guys,
book.
she took it to a commercial gravel pit. She had witnesses.
Not too bright, not too bright to be talking about this. Okay.
She's trying to be tough, I guess. Okay, here we go. So game number 213 on May the 2nd, 2024. Oh, here comes Kevin. May the 2nd, 2024. It's almost May the 4th, which is, I wish I was up in Canada with the group that's going to be up there. It's so cool that Wendy's going to go up and see everybody. I want lots and lots of photos. Okay, so we have 5 teams. I love these things whenever you come up with current stuff. Really dates these, and we'll be able to look back 4, 5, 6 years if we're still doing trivia, which of course we will be. We'll be able to look back on these names and have a good chuckle. We'll know exactly where we were at this moment in the world at the time. So here we have Kristi Noem wants to be Trump's VP. I'd give it a shot, she says. Versus tremendously tired of Trump trials. Tremendously. Why is that? Why am I stumbling over that word? I say it
Because
often.
we worked very hard to make it a tongue twister.
Tremendously tired
Because
of Trump
it's
trials.
English.
I was
A
just trying
tongue
the first
twister?
word. Best secret tape since Pamela and Tommy. Trump denies sleeping during trial. No word on farting. And number 5, I'm tired of Kristi Noem. Doggone it. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Brandi. Okay. So you guys already have rooms. You already have teams. All right. So we have 5 people who are going to be running the game tonight. No word on no word yet on Robin. So I don't know if somebody wants to text her and make sure she knows she's supposed to be here. I have a feeling I remember she had a meeting, but she was going to be able to come in late, if I remember correctly.
Is she doing a category? I'm sorry, I spaced
Yeah,
out.
3rd.
Okay, got it.
So if somebody wants to text her, it'd be great. Okay, so leading off, we're going to start as we should, because it makes sense, because we're in, most of us are not in Friday. So we're going to allow the Friday to start with the
Yes.
with the sun coming up over there in Thailand, which I'm sure it's very beautiful. So
It is.
Jamie, you're in charge and you have your powers.
I'm on
Okay.
team 5, Susan.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. All set. Okay. The category is The Wonderful World of Opiates.
Oh, that's a topic we have not had before.
I thought
looking forward to learning
I thought your
something.
background picture was a hint.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just now saw his background changed.
It changed. Okay,
It's a
first.
beautiful other thing.
Okay, hold on. Oh, come on. Okay. First, a joke. A man gets a call from his doctor after a drug test. You've tested positive for opiates, the doctor says. The man quickly replied, "Oh, I had a bagel with poppy seeds earlier." "Yes, well, you also tested positive for cannabis, LSD, and cocaine." "Well, it was an everything bagel."
That's very funny.
Okay. Okay. Let's try this.
Putting that on our spreadsheet.
Oh, let's see. Hold on.
I'm glad I record these.
Okay. I wonder if I can do this. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to mute everyone.
Well, you don't have to. We'll promise not to be too rude.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, my software changed. Hold on. Chat. Okay, number 1. Number 1. The earliest record of opium was over 6,000 years ago. One of the 2 main centers of illicit opium poppy production today is the border region of Iran, Afghanistan, and Pakistan, famously known as what?
2 words.
2 words.
I need a pen.
The number of spaces consider significant or dashes?
Maybe.
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 Definitely might be, all right.
Maybe.
Are you at least asking for 2 words?
it's-
Because it looks
I think
like
it's
2
time
separate
for you.
things.
2 words.
Yes. Two words, and yeah, the spaces gives you a hint. Number 2. The second main illicit opium production region borders Thailand, Laos, and Burma. This is known as the what? Blank blank. Number 3. Hold on. Okay, number 3. Usually smoked in a pipe, opium can be heated in tinfoil and the fumes inhaled. This is known as chasing the snake, chasing the clouds, chasing the spirits, chasing the dragon, or chasing the fire. Number 4. Because even a small amount of food containing poppy seeds can lead to a false positive drug test, these seeds are banned in the Asian countries of China, Taiwan, and what other country? Number 5. Opium poppy was common in ancient Egypt. King Tutankhamun was entombed in 1325 BC with illustrations of opium poppies on his jewelry and furniture. The opium poppy was emblematic of the Egyptian god Osiris, the god of what? Number 6. Oops, hold on. Number 6. Let's see, hold on. Okay, number 6. Papaver somniferum is a species of poppy commonly grown for opium. Although not typically associated with opium production, Papaver roeas are the famous poppies that grew by the tens of thousands in Flanders Field after fighting ceased in World War I. But these bright red poppies disappeared quickly just a few years later. Why did these poppies grow suddenly in such huge numbers?
Anyone else see different font size in the?
Yeah, I like that because it's fitting. I can.
I don't know how he's doing that. I've never seen this before. I don't know if it's his new Zoom feature.
Really? Oh, I don't know.
I'm able to copy the whole. I can see the whole thing and pop it into our spreadsheet. I kind of like it.
Oh, okay. Number 7. From the 1600s to the early 19th century, trade between Britain and China was one-sided, with the British buying vast quantities of tea, porcelain, silk, and other Chinese goods, while China purchased nearly nothing from the West. To offset this trade imbalance, the British established the opium trade.
Oh.
British merchants smuggled enormous amounts of smokable opium into China, resulting in how many million Chinese becoming addicted by the drug by the late 1800s, while making Britain far, far wealthier.
Wow.
And the within plus minus 10%. Yep. Nice British and French, what they did.
The French too. I didn't know that.
The French, they also did the same.
Yeah. I'd certainly heard of the opium.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that, I always thought it was a China.
Nope.
No, it was the British selling it to China.
To China, make up the loss.
I know my
Okay, number
Sherlock
eight.
Holmes.
Number 8, after the British victories over China in the Opium Wars of 1842 and 1860, the British were awarded Hong Kong and the trading rights in the ports of Canton and Shanghai. Along with Britain being able to continue to flood China with opium, the Chinese were also forced to pay the British war reparations in the form of large silver ingots, which fueled the British economy for decades. These were minted in the Riverside Banking and Business District of Shanghai, established by the British. This became a major cosmopolitan and commercial center filled with rows of beautiful Western-style buildings. This financial district in Shanghai is called what? 2 words. Number 9. Fentanyl is one of the strongest forms of opioid in clinical use, about 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine. Blank is usually considered as the weakest of the opioids, sold over the counter in South Africa, India, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, and many other countries.
Well, I learned a lot in this category.
Yeah.
And people go, how do you know all this? I'll say, well, this guy
Actually,
in Thailand is telling me.
You'll see. When I give the answer, I'll show you why you had an interest in this. Okay, number 10. Today, over 2,000 tons of opium for medical use are produced each year. This legal growing of opium poppy for this medicinal use currently takes place in only 3 countries, India, Turkey, and what other country? That's it. I wonder if I can, hey, I don't think I can send people, because I'm using an iPad, I'm very limited. So Susan,
Yeah,
can you,
breakout rooms? Do you see the breakout rooms?
Well, let's see.
Yeah,
Is it
you should be
myself or
able to,
you?
because you need to be able to go from room to room. So you should have breakout room.
That I can do, but to send people there, when I go to participants, there's nothing there. Oh, here we go. Thank you.
Must have figured it out. Okay, let me put Kevin and Brandi in their rooms, and I'll be right over to room 1. Kevin, you're in 5. I think Brandi, you were in 3.
I'm doing the bonus, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a pad. I tend to have a pad here and put my guesses and then cross them out if other people.
I'm willing to put it up on the screen if no one's into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now-
Okay. I don't usually do that, but I'm able to do it. I know how to. Okay, there we go. So
All right, and I'm gonna go have a smoke.
no, we need you because we'll be guessing and we
Oh,
need
look
your,
at you, got
that's-
butterflies. How is
We-
it you have butterflies on your
we
screen?
need your guess as well.
That's
okay.
really clever. How did you do that?
It's a Word document and it's not a task I love doing. So if I add some whimsy that makes me smile, it makes it more pleasant. So
So this is like your default?
Yeah.
no, it's a tool here on in Microsoft Word design here over
Yeah.
here page borders.
Oh,
It's a,
interesting.
it's a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I like that. I'm going to do that more often. That's
Okay,
that's great, Karen. Thank you.
Okay. I guess I can point
Number-
a few things I know. I'm
number
pretty sure that
1
both 1 and 2. It's something
So-
triangle.
So do you have an answer for number 1, Jim?
I know that both. I'm pretty sure that both 1 and 2 are something triangle.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, number 2 definitely is. Do you have an answer to suggest for number 1?
Opium. I was thinking opium and golden for
Does
no,
anyone
not sure which
object?
one.
Does anyone object to opium triangle for number 1?
It looks like it'd fit the amount of letters in there.
Okay, and then number 2 is in fact the golden triangle.
Okay.
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 Okay, bueno. And one of these kind of leapt out to me, but I don't know if it's true. Does anyone know 3?
D.
Okay, that's what I was thinking también. Good.
Okay, 3, chasing the dragon. Okay.
All righty. Anybody object to it? Now, if you feel otherwise, please speak up because you may be thinking of something we're not considering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Third country for.
I have a guess. What does anybody
All right.
have a
Well,
guess?
what's your guess, Susan?
Singapore.
Singapore.
Okay.
Because they ban
guesses?
everything.
Yeah. 5.
I
Now,
was going to guess.
Osiris?
I was for number 5. I was going to guess Thailand for 4. I was going to guess Thailand based on a vague memory of a previous category. Does that sound like?
It does sound good.
Okay.
But I think Singapore
Could
is.
it be Vietnam?
Okay. And Mono, you were saying?
I agree with Susan. Singapore is very hardline on it on any kind of drug.
Okay. We have 2 folks saying Singapore, so why don't we put them there unless Jim has another one?
It sounds plausible to me based on the bit about how so I don't
Okay. And number 5, does anyone have a guess for 5?
I've heard Osiris was one of these dying and resurrecting gods, so something like death or judgment.
God of the dead or the underworld, I think. Does
I
someone
think
else?
underworld sounds right, or god of
Okay, underworld. Okay,
something like that. Yeah.
Do you have a guess, Alan and Mono, or knowledge?
Oh, no, I don't. Sorry.
All right.
now
No, that's fine.
now 6. I think I think I've heard something about that the poppies are a kind of weedy species that grows on disturbed soil. So when all these things where the bombs had messed the soil up.
No, that makes good sense. I was thinking it was
grows on disturbed soil.
we had a problem in I think there's a lot that burn fires bring out the poppies and things too, but I can't imagine that would be maybe I'm thinking of the pine cones and the trees.
Oh, right.
And the redwoods. But in fact, what they say, I don't know if this is a legend or, what do you call it? Urban legend or whatever, but they say the artillery shells tilled the soil. So it also released some, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. That's why. Does anyone have another idea?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, but I think the important thing is that it's one of these species that grows on disturbed soil that's kind of taking out the competition. So that's kind of like like fireweed. That
so why is it that they didn't continue? Because they settled the land.
Because they can't really. Because other species that sort of take longer to get established eventually outcompete them. Like I know I've seen in the Rocky Mountains, a year after a major fire has gone through, you see this particular kind of flower that's called fireweed.
Mhm.
But a few years later, there other things are growing there.
That's interesting that I hadn't heard of this, but I'm wondering, so the poppy seeds were there dormant in the soil.
Or they're nearby and they found fertile ground. They found responsive. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Any guess on the millions of people becoming addicted to the drug? Wow.
No idea.
Just based on there probably being a few 100 million people total in China at the time, I was thinking maybe something like 10 million would be plausible.
All right. Do others have a guess and some reasoning behind their guess, or shall we go with 10?
Yeah.
No clue.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 is
Okay,
probably a good guess.
great. And then the financial district, anybody know that?
2 words.
I read a whole damn book on it last year and I can't remember any of it.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, it's become a
Yeah.
hospital.
If
It
if
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
if that
Yeah.
senator was holding a gun to your face, what would you say, Alan? Just say something quickly. See what
Christian Gnomes after
No, because it was a book on this Sassoon family, and they, you know, their role in the finances of Singapore and stuff, and I just
Ah.
absolutely can't.
Okay.
Okay, let
And
me think.
it's-
The financial district in Hong Kong, right?
No, Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Okay, the financial district in Shanghai is called. I feel like I've heard it. I don't know. Do you know, Karen?
Gee, I know there was some sort of part of Shanghai that was sort of the foreign enclaves or something like that, but I don't think that was what they were called. Foreign enclave wasn't what they were called.
Okay, may I suggest that we move to 9 and 10 and come back?
Yeah.
So that we can be, so we're mindful of the time. Fentanyl. Is it like weakest? Is it
Fentanyl is one of the strongest. So one of the weakest.
is it what's that one that starts with the C? Oh, I think I have some. Is it codeine? Tylenol? Is it codeine? Because here you need a prescription for it, but
Okay, but does anybody know for sure that codeine is an opioid?
no.
It might be a weak form of it. That sounds right. I know codeine. I think codeine's addictive, isn't it? Do you remember do you remember, Karen, if they told you be very careful?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I kept it. This is from 2021, but I'm so worried about getting addicted to things. I'm like, yeah. But I kept them, even though they're old. There's 3, just in case I need them.
Yeah.
No.
So shall we go with codeine if nobody has a better idea?
Yes, risk of overdose and addiction.
I think codeine is a good guess.
Oh, caution, opioid. Risk of overdose and addiction.
Okay, let's put codeine. That's a good one.
India, Turkey, and what's the third one? I remember hearing something about proposals for legal growing of opium in Afghanistan.
I was going to say Afghanistan.
Yeah.
You don't think it's Thailand? Because, why did he said he did this category for a reason. I'm wondering if there's a good reason.
Yeah.
Shall
Okay.
we
Does
make
anybody
it-
have a bit? Okay. So
Shall we make it
Afghanistan
Thailand?
and Thailand is the possibility.
I'm thinking it's Afghanistan. They know they.
Yeah, but okay, but I heard that is a proposal to while the U.S. was while there were still foreign troops in Afghanistan is a way of helping to make it less ungovernable.
I think what it is in Afghanistan, because I think that they had wanted to. Everybody was saying that is a source of all this drugs, and the thing is, it's also at this point about the only thing that they can grow and sell in that country, and it would totally bankrupt the country if they stop the trade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
let's put Afghanistan and let's go back to 8 and then we can discuss all of them. That's the last one we have to choose here. Can everybody read it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
we're looking at.
Do you think that financial district might be called the opium something?
Well, it sounds like it has a positive, because it says it's a major cosmopolitan and commercial center filled with rows of beautiful Western style buildings. So I bet you it's got a nice positive name that has the word gold in it or something, you know, like
Perhaps the silver something because of this silver thing that yeah. I remember something about how for centuries
Well, like a golden mile.
oh, something like that. Yeah, I bet you it's something that's a positive.
Yeah. I remember
Nugget, maybe
I
the word
remember
nugget?
reading something about how the Spanish were mining silver in what's now Bolivia and taking that across the Pacific to buy stuff in China, that the silken tea and stuff. And
So is it the Spanish Quarter or the?
well, I think it's more that
well, the first word is smaller than the
quite
second
some time the
So what are you
Chinese
proposing as
the
the name?
Chinese didn't want anything from outside except silver.
The Silver District, the Silver Quarter.
I think the first word is shorter than the second word, so maybe
It was
gold?
actually, I think, it was actually a Jewish district, I think, and but I don't think that was in the name.
Sun nuggets or gold. Let me see how many letters it is. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
It's 2 letters.
Well,
I
but not
think.
necessarily.
Well, he kind of made it sound like it was like that on the first question. It's called, this financial district is called.
My guess is that the word silver is somewhere in it. But it's
Silver.
only a guess.
Silver. Okay, go with Silver Quarter if nobody can think of anything better.
Or maybe the silver mile. So the gold one.
Well, it looks like the second word. Well, it would be 4 letters for the second word. If we went with those spaces.
All right, we'll still think about that. Now, somebody else, please report. Would someone like to jot these down? I'll recite. I'll tell you the answers if you would like.
I have them on my spreadsheet.
Okay, so number 1, earliest recorded opium, blah, 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 blah. The opium triangle in Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan. The golden triangle, Thailand, Laos, and Burma. We're saying chasing the dragon for number 3. For number 4, we're saying Singapore. For 5, we're saying God of the underworld or of the dead. And artillery loosened the soil and poppies grow on disturbed soil like a weed. So they were prolific in that state for quite a while. 10 million, we're guessing in China. Number 8, we'll say the Silver Mile. We may change that. We're putting codeine for number 9 and 10 Afghanistan. So we can change any of those if need be, but we have some answers.
I get the feeling that Afghanistan, the Taliban was kind of trying to crack down on the opium trade at one point. They had 2 approaches. One is to crack down, and the other is to use it as a weapon. But in both were enabled by the fact that I thought it was illegal there to grow opium. But the question is whether they wanted to turn a blind eye to something very convenient for them.
Yeah. Well, I saw some proposal for the Western powers that had troops in Afghanistan buying up opium legally for making medicinal opium.
Medicinal. So Mono, if we were to change Afghanistan, what might you think?
I was thinking of Thailand. Somebody mentioned Thailand. That sort of made kind of sense to me. Or Pakistan, which is in that same area. India, Turkey, and Pakistan. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
New
My
silver.
only memory was I thought I remembered something about a previous tie category and it being there, but I don't necessarily trust my memory.
I only think it might be Thailand because Jamie lives there, and that may be what.
That's the only reason why I was thinking that would be the answer, but I feel like I thought it was Afghanistan.
Okay, I
But
don't really.
I'm fine. If you guys want to change it to Thailand, that's fine. But my first gut instinct was Afghanistan. Not that I'm like always right, but almost never, but
Susan, can you start the timer?
just close the room so you can do it.
Hey, I'm looking at the picture behind
do it.
Jamie, and the guy looks
Oh,
like he's
Deborah's here.
Afghan.
We're gonna leave her. Okay, we should go back. Close the rooms.
The guy behind Jamie looks like he's Afghan. I'd go with Afghan anyway.
Okay,
Okay. Afghanistan, not Pakistan.
right.
Okay,
Afghanistan for 10.
great. And who will report for us? Susan, will
No,
you?
because I'm just the guest. It should be
Who
somebody
will
from your team.
report for us?
Okay, Karen, why don't you do it? Because you have the answers in front of you.
If there's
Thanks, Karen.
if there's well, I'm willing to. If there's anyone, Jim, you mentioned that you do write down the answers, so you do have the
Okay.
answers, right?
Okay, so Opium Triangle, Golden Triangle, Chasing the Dragon, Singapore. Oops, what was 5?
Underworld.
Underworld. Underworld.
Can you close it, Jamie? Are you gonna do it?
Okay, I've got
Yeah,
Ro-
see,
I've got
in an iPad,
Rose
I don't have the
Rose
instructions. I
Understood
don't have the
Soil.
power to be able to,
Okay, I'll do it.
set the time.
Jim, you have the rest?
I
Okay,
don't know what.
Rose Understood 10, Silver Mile, Codeine, Afghanistan. Okay, we'll go with those.
Yeah, 10 million. So did you? I mean, there was multiple conversation taking place. Do you have all 10 answers?
Right. Underworld for 5, Rose Undisturbed Soil for 6, 10 million for 7, Silver Mile for 8, Codeine for 9, and Afghanistan for 10. That's what we're going with. Okay.
Cool beans. Thank you.
Very interesting.
So
You're gonna
anyway,
tell us when we
those
get
are-
back what the reason is. I'm gonna leave the breakout room because Deborah's sitting out there by herself. Hi there. I thought I'd
Hello.
come back early from the room. You joined just as we were closing the rooms, so I thought I'd come back and say hello to you.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
What's going on? Keeping in mind we're recording.
Oh, you mean so I shouldn't really tell you what's going on?
Well, I guess you could. We're getting ready to. I'm planning a party for Mark. He knows. So,
Oh,
hopefully
yeah?
he'll be able to come over for this party. We had a bunch of people showed up at the last one I had, but
The
Mark's
book one?
birthday's on the 19th.
That's right.
So hopefully,
Everybody's birthday is this month.
no, mine's not till August. But then again, I don't celebrate.
That's my, let's see, my nephew's birthday is the 19th. Yeah, and Mark's. And my dad's birthday was the 21st. My best girlfriend's father's birthday was the 22nd. Larry's birthday is the 24th.
Oh, wow.
See what I mean? All in one week.
Yeah. Should be a very busy time, but it's a good time to have a birthday.
Yeah. Did people bring books to your book thing?
Oh my gosh, it's stuffed. People keep.
I was going to say it's probably full, right?
Well, I just will put it aside and get to it later. But my gosh, there's so many, and then there's also people aren't taking them, but I keep finding that people are leaving them.
Oh,
It's like, all right, we got a book place to leave. I opened up a free library in front of my house, you guys, and people.
A tiny free library?
Yeah, it's not tiny though, but they're dropping off stuff, but they're not taking stuff.
Well, that's what I did before I moved to LA. I got rid of my books, so I put them in those free library boxes.
Yeah, that makes sense. I love that. Except
Did you build it yourself or did you buy something?
I built it myself.
you should see it. It's really cool.
And then she had an opening party. She had an
Do
opening
you have
party.
do you have books like Psychics for Dummies and stuff?
But my neighbor put a feng shui book in there. And Caspian goes, it doesn't go there, it goes over there.
I was just going to say, you should have put it on the outside.
Yeah, it should go
That
over
one,
there.
outside facing north or something.
Yeah, okay, so.
Feng
you're
Shui,
up first, Jamie.
Everybody all set?
ancient and honorable art of fooling gullible Westerners.
Okay, is everybody all set for the answers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, number one, the main area for illicit poppy production, okay, of Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, it's known as the Golden Crescent.
Oh, Crescent.
Oh, I've heard that.
Well, that would
Golden
make sense.
And number two, in our area, the Thailand, Laos, and Burma, that's known as the Golden Triangle.
Oh, we got one.
Yay, we got
All
that
right,
right.
Bill.
Strategy worked.
Number three, puffing away opium using tinfoil. It's called chasing the dragon.
Yes.
D.
Hmm.
For those paying attention, it's D.
Number four, the three countries where poppy seeds is illegal is China, Taiwan, and Singapore.
Yes.
Nice.
Good job, Blake.
Everything.
job, Kyle.
Bans everything. That was.
I mean, like
Everything
poppy
is Singapore.
seeds, like poppy seed bagels and
Yep.
poppy seed bread and
Everything.
all that stuff.
Everything.
Wow.
No seeds are allowed in those three countries at all. No. Tried to get checked. When I was in Singapore, they check you for poppy seeds.
Did they
Really?
check
How would they
between your
find they're
teeth?
so little? Yeah, really, they're so
between your teeth.
small.
They make
What was
everybody
I?
cross. But
Well, I took Singapore Airlines.
Poppy
When I was
sniffing
traveling
dogs,
on business.
probably.
Yeah, I was traveling on business on Singapore Airlines, and they had bagels, but they didn't have poppy seed bagels on the way to Singapore. They wouldn't do it.
Well, poppy
Number
seed
five,
sniffing dogs are just like little tiny terriers and stuff.
they are.
Is it the
Number
kind of
five?
thing where have one in your
Toto.
bag, you'll be arrested, or they just make you throw it out?
Toto was a poppy. poppy
They
sniffing
are
dog.
no, they're strict. The two things they look for poppy seeds, and they look for chewing gum. If they find
Chewing
chewing
gum.
gum,
yeah,
I
Yeah.
heard about the chewing gum.
Yeah.
chewing gum is illegal. Yeah, chewing gum is illegal in
What?
Singapore.
yeah, because they put it
That
on
was
the
in a
ground.
If you
category.
dispose of it properly, they can't have it.
Yeah, so they check for but when you go to business meetings in companies in Singapore, first thing they do is they bring out cases of Wrigley's chewing gum. So you're allowed to chew gum in private, but you can't in public on the streets. You can't have any gum on the streets.
Yeah.
So the CEOs of companies had their kids travel to Malaysia to buy gum to bring it back to give to people at the business meetings in their companies. It's like a special treat. Okay, number five, the Egyptian god Osiris. Osiris is the god of death or the underworld.
Yay.
Okay.
Let's hear it for Death in the Underworld.
Yay! The two great tastes that go great together.
Do they allow that in Singapore?
Death, very much. As long as it doesn't make a mess on the streets.
Right.
Number six, how come the poppies, these famous red poppies, why do they grow suddenly in large numbers after the First World War? The reason why was because artillery bombardments sent masonry fragments across the fields, and masonry contains lime, and lime is a fertilizer. So when buildings were destroyed and bombed, the land was fertilized by lime from buildings that were destroyed. But once the lime depleted, then the poppies died again, and now they don't exist anymore. So it was only a few years. So it was the masonry, lime from masonry that was blown up by the artillery.
Well, we got it wrong. I thought it was that the artillery tilled the earth.
Yeah.
No.
I thought it was because poppies grew on disturbed soil.
We missed
Oh.
that one.
That is really interesting.
Do you
I didn't know
accept
that.
compost?
Yeah,
So where did the seeds come from, Jamie?
So, well, the seeds were there. The seeds were dormant, but this
And they're
particular type
still
of
there,
poppy-
dormant.
They're
We
dormant.
need to
but the
bomb them
poppy-
again.
Yeah, but this type of poppy loves lime, loves a very limey soil.
Okay,
So,
Jane,
by
So is
pure
it
coinc-
compost?
no,
Lime.
it was the lime from masonry, from bricks.
Okay,
so the-
compost isn't it? Okay, never mind.
No.
So are those the
Only-
red poppies that they use in Britain that they
Yeah.
you know, for World War I and World War II? Like you get a little poppy.
And in
rose.
Canada.
That's the
And
ones.
Canada, definitely. in
Australia.
Canada.
Exactly.
It's the red.
That's why
kind
the poppy is famous.
Interesting.
Yep. Okay, number
In
7.
Flanders Field, the poppies grow between the crosses row on row, and all that.
Definitely. Yep. Number 7, how many million of Chinese got addicted to opium caused by the British importing and smuggling in? The answer is 40 million Chinese.
We're done. All right.
Oh, shit, we said 10.
Wow.
So it's between 36 and 44 million people. It was more than 10% of the entire population were doped up on
Wow.
opium.
Exactly
caused
right
by
on
the
the
British.
nose. So take away your plus or minus 10%.
Wow.
So 50 million is too high?
Yeah.
36 to 44 million.
36 to 44. All right.
Wow.
Take 44, 110 times
Yep.
that. Okay.
The British and the
so-
French were awful, absolutely awful. That's how they made their wealth in the 1800s, was doping up the Chinese with opium. And opium actually didn't stop being people being addicted to until Mao Zedong in the 1950s. The opium trade basically continued up until the 50s.
Wow.
Then he
Disgusting.
killed them all.
Yeah, then he killed them anyway.
Yeah.
Number 8. Never been to Shanghai? One of the most beautiful areas of Shanghai, and you'll go online, you'll see videos. It's a beautiful area. It's an area which has all these beautiful Western buildings. And that area, that financial district is called the Bund, B-U-N-D, the Bund.
Oh, so the first word is the?
Yeah, the Bund,
The Bund. Okay.
Why do they call it the Bund? What's the Bund?
B-U-N-D, the Bund.
I guess
But
it's,
if you, so
It's a German word,
during
isn't
the-
it?
2 words, the Bund, B-U-N-D.
Do you
Okay,
know,
why would
do
they
you
name
know
it Bund?
why? Do you know why, Jamie?
The Bund means, it's Hindi. It means embankment, because it's along a river.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
But it can't
So
be a
it's caused
poppy
by
seed
that.
bund, right?
But when the British attacked, what happened was the British forced the Chinese into opium in order to get money from them. But the Chinese rejected, and they were appalled at the British importing all this opium. So they made an attempt to stop the British from importing all this drug. So the British attacked. So in 1842, the British attacked China to force them to accept their opium, and the Chinese lost. And again, it happened in 1860 that Britain attacked China, China lost, and the British continued importing huge amounts of opium. They also forced the Chinese to pay silver, and silver was, the money of the day was silver. So tons of silver were produced by the Chinese that were given to the British. Just so you can see, and if you can see, here's one of them. Can you see?
It disappears too close to the camera.
Background is
Here, let
Hold
me
it close
get
to your
it.
face. Close to your
Holding a
face.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a silver ingot. This is a Chinese silver ingot. It's
Oh, they're
almost a
big.
silver.
that's
Wow.
huge.
So the Chinese produced these to pay war reparations to the British after the Second Opium War. This is extremely rare because all these silver ingots were melted down by the British and made into their own coins in order to go and pay expenses in Britain. So very, very few of these exist because they're all melted down. So this is one of the very few surviving examples
Yeah.
of silver ingot that was paid to the British.
How much does
by
that
the
weigh,
Chinese.
Jamie? About
It's about a pound, about a pound
you
of
show
silver.
wow.
Can you show the underside as well, please?
Can you see?
Oh,
That's what it looks like.
Is that designed or is it hammered? It looks like a tree on there. What's
It's
under?
cast.
Yeah.
It's cast silver, and then it's stamped.
Well, what's on the
That must be
bottom?
worth some serious money.
Yeah. Now,
Oh, that's probably just damage.
now I heard something that
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
that the Chinese didn't have much silver to be mined themselves, but for centuries, silver was just about the only thing they would accept from foreigners to buy things made in China.
All the silver in China comes from Mexico. That's why we have the Caribbean, all the pirates. During that time, the Manila trade, the Spanish traded
folders?
silver. Yeah, so the Spanish took silver from
Manila
Mexico
folders?
and brought it to they brought it to the Philippines.
Yeah.
So silver coins got into the Philippines, and that fed the entire Asian trade. So all this rice and ivory, all these goods from Asia went on to these Spanish ships, paid for by Mexican silver.
Yeah.
The ships were brought back to Mexico, across the Caribbean to Spain. And that's where all the pirates of the Caribbean, That's why the pirates were attacking Spanish ships, to get the silver and to get all the goods that were brought back from the Orient. So Mexican silver flooded the Orient. So all around Thailand and Singapore, China, all the silver were Mexican. Okay, these were
I heard
Mexican.
I heard that it came via Mexico, and the silver was actually mined in what's now Bolivia.
Well, it's mostly South America. Bolivia, Peru is either South American or Mexican silver. So very common here are old 1800s silver Spanish coins. And each country would stamp it with their own emblem to guarantee its authenticity. But all the monies in all of Asia during the 1800s was South American and Mexican silver. So the Chinese took Mexican silver, melted it down, and made these ingots.
And put
Then
their
they take these
stamp
ingots-
on it.
And how did you know that?
Yeah, look up Potosi. That's the town in Bolivia that was the where the mine was.
How did you get it, Jamie?
Thailand is an unusual place because in the northern part of the country, there's a lot of caravans in the 1800s that would travel from China to the coast. And then that silver would go to the coast onto boats and travel to Europe. So there's a strip of Thailand where there's a lot of antiquities which are found. So I collect coins. So there's a lot of ancient coins and ingots which are found in the northern part of the country as these caravans would be bringing goods across. So I started studying the opium trade because there's a lot of opium related silver.
It would be better if you just said you were a pirate.
So you said something that I had wondered. They stamped them for authenticity, because I've often wondered, unless you melt down the silver or gold, how does one know that it's not just filled with something of comparable weight and just covered with silver?
Ask Archimedes.
Archimedes'
So what happened-
principle, yep.
Well, what happened was tons of Mexican silver went into the Philippines, into Manila, and they were distributed all throughout Asia. The coins would go to the banks, and the banks would assay them. They would test the density and the quality and the purity of the silver. Then the banks would take a stamp and stamp them with a symbol. And that symbol was recognized in that country to guarantee the authenticity and the value of that silver. So when you find old Mexican silver coins in the 1800s, they're called chop marks. They're covered with marks of banks, which were guaranteeing them so that on the streets it would be accepted as good silver. That's how it was done.
Yeah.
Interesting. You might want to finish the last of the questions. Very interesting,
okay.
though. But let's get the other
Okay,
answer.
number 9. Fentanyl is the strongest type of opioid. And what is the weakest? It's codeine or tramadol.
Oh.
Hey,
Either
Karen.
one.
Yay. Karen's got some her.
I was like reading the label on this thing I have. It's an opioid.
The best place is Sri Lanka. It's cheapest. Over the counter, Sri Lanka is like a penny per pill of codeine. And number 10, the legal growing of opium poppy for medicinal use, it's only produced in 3 countries: India, Turkey, and Australia.
Oh,
Yes.
Carl, we weren't
Pulled it
even
out.
close.
Back
Hey,
to
no.
Did anyone get it?
Yeah, we
Carl
did.
got it.
Carl
Oh, yeah.
did. Carl
Wow.
did.
So did Bill.
No way.
Yeah,
We've never
Bill
been
talked
to
us into it.
Australia. I think there's something wrong with Carl.
Yeah. Yeah. We were thinking that Afghanistan might have been where it became at one point. Yeah. But yeah.
So that ingot you have, Jamie, how much is it worth?
Yeah.
The silver by itself.
Can we get on to the next one, please? We
It's
already
worth
spent
about-
30 minutes on that one
Last
question.
question. What
Okay,
is-
well, the silver value, the metallic value is around $275, but this is probably worth maybe $1,500, maybe $2,000 for its numismatic value.
Cool.
It's like it would be a weapon. All right, let's do our scores. That was very interesting, Jamie. All right, let's go through. I'm tired of Kristi Noem, doggone it.
8.
Trump denies sleeping during trial.
Wow.
The word on farting.
5.
Best secret tape since Pamela and Tommy.
4.
Ooh. Tremendously tired of Trump trials.
5.
You get the score.
5.
Yeah.
Kristi Noem wants to be Trump's VP. I'd give it a shot, she says.
So I count 5. Got it correct.
Wow, the last team got the most. That's pretty good. 5, 5, 4, 5, 8. So you got a 5.4, Jamie.
Oh, good.
Good average. I like that. All right. So we have up next, I believe it's Mr. Palmer.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned because that was an hour and the one I'm about to do is a long one. I can switch to a shorter one.
No.
Just do what you're going to do.
All
I don't
right.
need to, I don't
Is
need
it
to
music
sleep.
related?
It's round 3 in my music one. Okay.
Yeah, we can't pass that up, Rob.
Okay. All right. So we're doing TV series, theme music, volume 3, and these are from 1959 to 2017. I'm going to share my screen.
need to unlock your iPhone.
No, I don't need to. Why does my phone think I said something? Did I say Siri? Nope. Ignore
You
that,
said
Siri.
series, didn't
Siri,
you?
order 10 pizzas delivered to Rob Palmer.
Yeah, you said the word series.
Oh, yes, I did. Wow. Okay. Yeah, they took away the you don't have to say
Anchovy.
hey in front of Siri anymore, and I think that was a mistake.
Oh, I think you can make it do either.
All right.
Yeah, I think there's a
So
way to disable that one.
where is my share? There's my share. Okay, so here we go. Share with sound. All righty. So here we go. I'm not going to play all of the music because I'm going to give you, as the last time, copies. Okay, let me get my list up so I can see where I can fast forward to.
Are you going to mute anyone?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
We don't sing along.
Somebody mute. Who's got powers? Who's got the power?
I can mute myself.
Somebody muting people? Somebody muting? Okay. Okay, now I don't see my screen. You guys seeing the screen?
Yes, just as the number 1.
Yes.
I am not. That is weird. I hit it to look for something else and now it's off the screen and I don't know how to get it back.
Push the tab button.
Okay, there we go. Here we go. Number 1. Number 2.
Woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. Your mama always said you'd be there. Chose
Number 3. Number 4. And I'm going to put the numbers in the chat before I send you to your breakout rooms. Remind me if I forget. Number 5 is at 3:57. Number 6. Oops. 4:57. 6 written down wrong. That's not hardly with you. Okay. Number 7. number 8. Number 9. Ten is and finally a bonus. Okay. So here is the list of the timestamps. No, it's not super necessary because I have the numbers in the right places on the screen, but there you go. Okay. Go. Oh, no, let me give you the thing. That would help.
I was gonna say, I
And,
need the
That'd
file.
be really
and
hard.
somebody has to check that it opens for me.
I mean,
I wrote down a list.
I'd be willing to accept the challenge of going without the file, but
No, I wrote.
I think
zero
I've got
Wait a minute. No, you're on my team. I'm not going to let you do
about
that.
seven or eight already.
Oh,
Yep.
you.
Same
That's
here.
not right. Not fair.
All right. Somebody check that.
Yep, looks good, Rob.
All right. Go to your rooms. Good luck. Have fun.
Okay, Deborah, you're going to be on. Oh, you're on team 3. Good job. Good play, team 3.
Right, on that God. You were right on that God. You got it for us.
Cyrus. Yeah.
I was sure that was wrong. I was so sure.
Well, I mean, yeah, the entombing the pharaohs are all about death and having to prepare the body. So
does
they're sending them to another life. That's why they're trying to get rid of all the
Okay, somebody
Carl
know
like
these
Mall?
things?
I know number
I
10
forgot
is
you-
that 70s show.
Oh, is
Yep.
it?
Yeah,
Ben,
that
where's
70s
Ben?
show. That's the only one I know.
Why hasn't Ben shown up yet?
I've heard some of these, so.
Ben's not on our team. Rob's on our team, and
Oh, yeah, I'm
Rob's
sorry, Rob.
Oh, Ben ain't
Never
gonna
mind.
show up.
You're right.
Rob's got the
I'm Rob.
questions.
I'm all right. So I got.
He would know the answers, though.
So I need to listen to the bonus again. I know everything but 4, 9, and the bonus.
Okay.
And I might know the bonus if I listen to it again.
Okay.
So 1, I think, is My Three Sons.
Oh, the first one?
Does anybody know how to do this to get the music to come back on?
Yeah, you just put. Somebody has
Click
to
on
share the
the-
screen,
Oh, he put the
and you have to put it so that you can hear the music. But if we know these, that's okay. My Three Sons. That sounds. I never
Pretty
watched My
sure.
Three Sons, and that soundtrack sounds so familiar. But it's that era.
2 is The Sopranos.
Sopranos.
Yep. 3 is Dallas.
Oh.
4, I
We
don't
had
know.
Dallas. We had Dallas once before.
Did we?
Yeah, could it be the other one?
Okay, so what's 4?
Did, but maybe
I don't know 4.
Okay, so we'll replay the ones we don't know. What do we have? Anybody else know?
5 is Miami Vice.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
6 is The Orville. 7 is Little House on the Prairie. 8 is Stargate SG-1. And 10 is That 70s Show.
Okay, now go back starting at 5. Miami Vice. 6 is what?
The Orville.
The Orville.
Uh-huh.
Never
Okay.
heard.
And what's 7?
Little House on the Prairie.
Little House on the Prairie. I thought we had that one, but maybe we just discussed.
No, we had Mayberry RFT. A lot of people put Little House on the Prairie as an answer for either Mayberry RFD or Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
Okay, our team must have just discussed it. What was 9?
9 is I don't know.
9 is I don't know. 10?
10 is That 70s Show.
That 70s Show. That's
It's,
actually the name of it?
That's
Yeah,
the name of
it's
the
got
show, That 70s Show.
That's a show the Scientologist rapist was on.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that guy.
That's one that made him famous.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know really what it is. And then the bonus, we don't know.
I got to listen to that a few more
Okay,
times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bonus. Okay, so do we know one?
My 3 sons.
The only
According to-
blanks I have are 4, 9, and the bonus.
So what's 2?
Sopranos.
So which one do we need to play? Is 4, right?
4.
Who wants to play it?
Well, I was trying to see if I could, I opened the link and see if I could share it, but it didn't work for me.
Carl's listening.
I can do it. Let me get it. Okay, so I need to share. And then you have to put share sound
You have to do the
optimize.
sound first.
Yeah.
What a
Is that
4.
my 3 sons, really? Sounds British. Could it be a spy? Get smart or something like that? No, that's not Get Smart.
Like an older show.
No idea. Okay, any guesses? It sounds like a British spy film, a series.
Well, there's the Emmett Peel, what do they call
The
them?
Avengers?
The Avengers. But I don't remember
I don't remember their theme song.
much about the opening.
Mark showed me a lot of those, so I would think I would have recognized it. I don't
Definitely
think,
not the Avengers. I would know that.
Okay. So
but
you're,
it seems like it's that era. I don't know. What else do we
it
need?
seems like the 60s or maybe early 70s.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we don't know 4. Which is the next one? 8, we don't know?
I think Carl said he didn't know 9.
Correct. I do not know 9.
What's 8?
8 is Stargate SG-1.
Stargate.
Did you listen to 9, Carl?
Stargate what? Stargate what?
Sam Golf 1, SG-1. Stargate SG-1.
Okay, and then, so 9, 10. 10
And
and
then-
bonus we need, right?
10,
have
no.
10.
We need 9 and bonus. We know 10 is That 70s Show.
And do we get 4?
That's what
Nope.
we can't
So,
figure out.
okay, let me just ask one more time. 10 is That 70s Show.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. I have it on the wrong line because there's a bonus and it got me confused.
Okay.
There's your kitty. I see your kitty.
Oh, yeah.
She says, yeah, hello. Mommy, what's here? Okay. So 9 and then here, I'll play 9. Let me find it on here. No, I need 9. Correct. Okay, here comes 9. I feel like I'm missing the beginning of 9. Did anybody recognize it?
No, but it sounds like a
No,
domestic comedy from
It
the
does.
60s.
From the 80s or 70s.
It stylistically feels from 50s or 60s.
Okay, I'm gonna play the beginning again because I think we missed it. Like Mr. Ed or something?
I don't. It's not catchy enough for me to remember if I've heard it.
Yeah, it is kind of generic.
It's kind of random. It doesn't really have something you can really remember.
Okay, so here's the bonus. Let me go over to the bonus. I can get right to the bonus here. That was it. I don't,
Ooh.
no, again, that's one of those ones that
Give me
didn't
a second
really,
to think on that one.
it didn't really hang to me very well.
But it's a serious show.
And
it's more current. It might be the one that's from 2017.
Doesn't he generally put them in the order of the years? Like, you know, one after the other?
I
Makes
don't
sense.
know.
Well, no, not really, because Sopranos was way before, Dallas was before Sopranos.
Yeah.
The bonus feels familiar, but
I'm not picking it.
I
so
don't think I'll
we're out.
have any chance of getting it.
No guesses?
Or it doesn't sound familiar at all. 9 stylistically feels like an era, but it itself brings nothing to mind. So
Yeah, it feels like it's
I don't know.
from the 60s. It's some show, some domestic comedy from the 60s.
Does anybody remember Mr.
You
Ed?
are goofy.
Do you remember the song?
No,
I remember Mr. Ed.
Was that the song for Mr. Ed? No,
No.
Mr. Ed was.
I think Mr. Ed had words. Yeah, had words.
It had
to
like
it.
it was words.
Yeah. So what goofy domestic comedy?
In the 60s?
Yeah.
Okay,
Probably early 60s, probably early mid 60s.
That's not the Brady Bunch. And that was
let me think on that a second.
had no words. Gidget?
Maybe Flying Nun, but that I think Flying
Ooh, the
Nun was
Flying
later
Nun.
60s. I think Flying Nun was later 60s.
Yeah, and that's not the Flying Nun.
Yeah, because it makes me
That
think
one I
of
would
Black
recognize
White.
because I had the record.
Ooh.
Oh,
of
I
the
used to
Flying Nun.
have records too. And they were story records from Disney and stuff. I had a whole bunch. I'd play them over and
Oh,
over
this
and over.
was an LP.
Yeah.
of
You
the
put it on the
Flying
record
Nun.
player and it'd play with the needle on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had tons of those.
I'm waiting for John to bring my record player back from up at the other house. He didn't take it out of the attic when we moved, and I'm still waiting for him to return it.
Ooh. You might
I
just go
still
get
have
you one.
records.
I have some too. Mine are they're probably all scratched up and everything though.
I don't think mine are scratched up.
I should
but
get them out and I should record them because there was some good stuff on there. Lots of Disney stuff. I had them all memorized. I think that's why I listened to books on tape and I listened to the same books on tape over and over again. I'm always listening to repeats. They're nice background stuff. It's weird how we're genetically weird about that kind of stuff.
I'm stumped on the 3 I don't get.
Well, we're not getting.
That bonus is bothering.
Do we want to make some things up to fill in the?
Well, that's what I was trying. Here's Mark. Mark, do you know any? Do you want to try this?
Yeah, try playing stuff for him.
There's 2. We've got. It was 4, right? We're missing. Do you recognize that?
4?
Number
4
4,
and
number
9. 9 might
9
be
and
the
bonus.
one. 4, 9, and bonus. Come on, Mark, help us out. Mark.
Mark says it's Land of the Giants. That sounds right.
for
Oh my
which
God, that's
one?
great. 4. And that does sound like, okay, so what was the other one we're missing? 9?
9.
Okay, here's another one, Mark. We have Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace?
Mark is our ringer. I have one more, Mark.
It feels like it.
It does. It's excellent. Okay, ready? One more. This might be more current. But, well, he gave us 2. That's awesome. Good
Not
job, Mark.
bad.
Thank you. Yeah, well, that was a bonus. Now that you gave us the other 2, Land of the Giants and what do you say?
Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace. Oh, excellent. Land of the Giants sounds right. Do you remember that show?
Mm-mm.
It was like the little people. Nobody else got those.
It's hard because with TV, first I can't remember music because I've had no music training. And second, I didn't have a TV. So most of these I never saw. But if I was at my grandma's, the TV would be on. And sometimes we would see stuff. I remember watching Mr. Ed.
Okay,
I
for lack
remember
of
I Love
anything-
Lucy.
Oh yeah. What?
For
Carl?
lack of anything else, let's put Severance for bonus, even though I don't
That's
think
not Severance.
Well, we need to put something.
It's not Severance.
Susan
It-
loves that show.
I
You
love
would-
that show, and it's
Susan,
also not
it's Severance
2017.
until you suggest an alternative, because anything is better than no answer.
Okay, how about one of the Star Treks?
No, it's none of the Star Trek.
No.
Okay, how
I will bet you
about?
$1 million. It's none of
Okay,
the
well, I know it's not Severance. I'll bet you $2 million. It's not Severance. Severance is.
Oh, we have
Well,
big money
soundtrack
on
for Severance,
this.
and he
You
plays
guys
it.
I'll bet
shake
you
hands.
I'll bet you $1 million, billion, trillion, bazillion.
Double
Strip
dog dare you. Okay, so come up with something, smarty pants. How about something we've not seen, you guys? That's 2017. So pre-pandemic.
It's not necessarily something I haven't seen. It's just something I can't place. It feels.
Could it
within
be
the last-
that drug show, the Breaking Bad?
I don't think so.
I think that might be a little bit faster since they kept getting into trouble and it got violent. So I think it'd be more melodramatic.
Sci-fi kind of thing, doesn't it? Could it be a
well,
police
seems-
show or?
Well, it seems like it's a serious show. Did Mad Men, anybody watch that? I never watched that. Did anybody ever watch that?
Or The West Wing?
I think he
We
did the
we
West
had
Wing.
West Wing already, and this isn't that.
Could it be Mad Men?
Doesn't feel Mad Men-y.
Has anybody seen Mad Men?
No, I know I haven't. It might be too sedate for Mad Men.
Okay, I'm gonna put Mad Men until somebody comes up with something better. I don't know where Rob is.
He's floating around to other rooms.
Well, geez, already. Come on. He's the one that's not worried about it getting in a hurry.
Carl, are we splitting to Mad Men?
I don't care.
Nobody has
I
seen
can't
it.
argue for anything. So
Well, you can argue against some things, and since we haven't seen it,
Is it Mad Men or Mad Men?
men. All right, Rob, come on. We're ready.
I'm
We're
willing.
done.
We
I
need
bet
some
money it's
help.
not Mad Men, but I don't have anything to replace it with now. So
There you go. He's breaking out the rooms. It's not that other show that soccer one that everybody loves, right?
we already had Ted Lasso.
Oh,
What about the show about the housewives? Desperate Housewives. I used to
never saw
watch
that.
I couldn't remember
Would that be 2017?
I think it was much earlier, but it fell within the range, like it falls within the range. And it gives us 59 to 2017. Desperate Housewives, but
Which one is it you're talking about?
No,
bonus. The bonus.
Vincent,
Mark came in and gave us
Vincent knew that one outright. I was shocked. if I was to guess, somebody would not get any. No teams would get one of them. That would be the one. But Vincent knew it.
Wow.
Interesting. We said it didn't have enough oomph to it to make us remember it. Yeah, Mark listened, he got 2 of them. I'd be surprised if anybody else gets these.
Well, if Mark's right, it doesn't matter what the bonus is.
No, I'm not calling you. I was just saying that you got 2 of them right, and I'm really excited about it because I doubt anybody else got them.
Which ones?
No, we're not going to tell you. We're ready. How did everybody else do?
At least one of the teams is struggling bad.
Ooh, good.
I could have had 8 correct after only like about.
Boy, I know our score will improve.
Yeah,
The ones I knew, I only needed 1 or 2 bars.
I was telling the team that you got the bonus, and I was shocked because I thought if there's one I
Yeah, we
have
don't
here,
know it.
nobody will get it. It's the bonus.
Mark came in and he got 2 of them because we were really stumped, and he got 2.
Wait, who had the bonus?
Vincent
Our
got the
team.
bonus. Okay, so
I got the bonus.
Just
All
to
right.
confirm with my team, I did change the bonus right there at the end, but we'll see. Hopefully my changing at the last minute isn't going to bite us in the ass.
all righty, here we go. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, number 1.
Very good.
All right. Good
Nice.
job, team.
Good job, Mike.
Did not get it.
Yay!
You knew that. You were right. Maybe recording.
Yeah, it's all right. Well,
Right.
I'll have
I
a
was
way of
so
taking
sure
it
of
out. The
Yeah,
problem.
no, I
Thanks.
uploaded this video, and again, I had no hits on it at all.
Yeah.
So I think you'll be okay. Number 2. People had trouble with this one.
Really?
Nope.
Oh,
Carl had
iconic theme song.
It helps if you're binge watching the series right now.
Oh. I've never seen this.
I watched that ages ago when it was on live, and I can't forget this theme song.
They based it in New Jersey because they didn't want to base it where it really was supposed.
Yeah, but it's funny, like I know all of these themes. But I'm not gonna play the whole thing. It's Sopranos if people didn't figure that out. Number 3.
Another show I've never seen.
Pittsburgh.
President.
Fort Worth.
Anybody else watch this?
Well done,
did.
Mono.
Mono watched it, huh?
Mono
I
got
thought I watched it, but it was all a dream.
Oh, wait.
All a dream.
Dallas North,
Actually, I never watched the show, but for some reason the theme song stuck in my mind.
He's gonna do a category all on Dallas, you guys. You better watch out.
Don't cheat.
All right, number 4. This was an oldie, and I don't know if anybody got it.
See if Mark got it.
Oh, we
shit.
did.
You got it.
Oh,
Oh, the fugitive.
It's the fugitive.
Legend of the Giant.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Jamie.
Oh, we did get it. All right. Yeah.
Oh, darn.
Oh, Mike, was that the other one that you mentioned that it could
I knew
be?
it was like Summer Rhode Island, Land of
Dang it.
Giants, or Time Tunnel. So
I put Time Tunnel as well, and Jamie
Oh.
was sure it was Land of the Giants.
Darn it.
I knew it wasn't Time Tunnel. I just watched that within the last year.
Oh,
All
well.
right, number 5. This one gave people trouble too.
Really?
This was on the freaking radio. This was a hit on the radio.
I watch this show religiously, so
Oh, I like that scene.
Somebody was absolutely positive this would have to be something from the like 2000s.
long. I'm
either.
not gonna play the whole thing. Very long, but Miami Vice. All right. I think a lot of people were on the right track with this one. They were thinking it was a space show, although there's a lot of space shows, and I don't know if anyone wrote the right one.
It's the Wilbur.
Of course.
Yep.
I'm sure Ben got it.
Oh shoot.
Oh yeah.
I've
Do we
never
have
heard
to
of
Wilbur,
this.
that's a-
I don't even know what this
Never
is.
heard of it.
This is like one of the best
Good
Star Trek
show.
shows that isn't Star Trek.
If
Yeah,
you haven't
good show.
seen it, watch it. It's
Yes.
outstanding.
It's
They only did 3 seasons and they're
Is that a toilet
talking
seat?
about more, and I wish we'd get them to do more. It's like Star Trek, only better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll add it to my long list that I never seem to get to.
So the thing, if you
Put
really
this on
going,
top.
if you're really going to try to watch it, the first like half of the first season was very different than all of the rest. They were very sophomoric humor, and then they dropped that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah. All right. Number 7. I think I heard several groups get this correct.
Oh.
Classic.
Of course. I knew it just on the first 2 notes.
Yeah. The beginning. Yep.
Never saw it.
Might have had it in 1 note.
Are you challenging me to do a category like that?
No.
No, not 1 note, please. No,
No.
that's not
pick
enough.
that. Number 8. Okay, now I'm gonna need the exact name of this. I'm sorry, because there are 3 series, all with different music,
Ooh.
and I saw some people just putting the piece of it.
Yep.
Sci-fi. I never saw these either.
Wow.
Wonderful show.
Yes. Great show.
Guyver.
Yes.
Stargate SG-1.
I missed the dash.
You're forcing us to
Yep.
Yes,
This
there's
time
2 other
travel.
series. There's 2 other
Because
Stargate
it's not
series with different music.
Atlantis,
It's time
Come on, give
travel.
us
Not
credit
universe.
for getting
and it's not
Stargate.
Stargate Universe.
Right. Number
Definitely
9.
not the SGU.
Oh well.
Number 9. I think this is the oldest one on the list. I remember watching this as a little kid.
We need
Oh,
Kansas.
dang it.
Miss the Menace,
Oh, we
of
got
course.
Did anybody get that?
Yes,
Oh.
Jamie knew it.
No, we did.
I
Should've
remember
had
this
this.
intro.
Miss the madness.
Very short intro. Interesting. All right. Number 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guy in the backseat's in prison.
Wow, these people are not popular
Yes.
anymore.
There is one of them that is in prison for a very long
Austin
time.
Fisher isn't
More than
doing
one
so
Brian
well
Top-
either.
One of them died of an opiate overdose.
Well, yeah, which one?
Yes.
The one in the back seat in the middle. Oh no, she's next to her.
One of them was in RoboCop.
Wow. Okay. And the bonus, which I know Vincent's team got because of Vincent.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, team, I didn't need to
Still
obsess
in
because neither one
show.
of my guesses were
Neither
correct.
one knows.
We binge watched that show and I don't even remember the
Did
sentence.
put
anybody,
Mad Men.
any other team get that besides Vincent?
No, but
Put
we didn't
Mad
need
Men.
it.
Is that close?
That's the only one we missed.
But we didn't need it, Kevin.
Right.
Okay, so
Dang.
before
Well,
we do
somebody got a
scores,
10.
really good, really good, really good, Rob. Before
I'm
we do
going
scores,
to
I just want to
put
remind you guys,
I'll put the names in the chat.
we have nobody set up for trivia next week. Anybody, and I want to make sure I offer that to people who usually only show up for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah,
There's
Well,
any-
well, next week I'm going to be at the book club, but
okay, the following week for Jim.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Well,
at the book club as well.
Yeah. Okay. Gee, I'm thinking of doing a sort of name that tune thing, but I'm not quite sure how to create the thing like Rob did.
Rob will teach you. Okay, Jim's on in game 215. Rob
I'll
and
I'll
Jim.
do it next week, but I would need to be like number 3 or 4.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. So I'd have to get some way to contact Rob so that he can
Rob,
teach
can
me.
you give him your contact information, please?
Give
The
me your home
well-known
phone.
skeptic at gmail.com.
Okay, skeptic.
The well-known skeptic at gmail.com.
Okay.
All right. So we have Karen. Is there any other people who normally would be out by now, start to leave right now, that would be saying, oh, I got to do it? Are you going to do that category on Dallas there, Mona?
If I saw the show, I think it came on after a show that I watched. So I always heard the opening credits and then turned it off.
Oh, you can binge watch it. Nobody would get
Dallas
it.
was a great show.
I
Dallas
never
was-
saw it.
Oh,
Okay,
it was
here we
wonderful.
go. Are we gonna lose Mindy soon?
I
Let's
could
take
do a
Who shot
round with both
JR?
Dallas and St. Elsewhere, where
wanted to-
large portions of the shows were
let's take
dreams.
our photo. Everybody's
Mhm.
before we
Oh.
do this picture, before we do this scores, I'm gonna take a picture. Ready? Everybody look at the camera.
Wait, before?
Hold on a
Yeah.
second.
Or we're breaking the rules
Hold
here.
on.
Yeah,
wait a
we're
minute,
breaking the
wait a minute.
rules. I wasn't ready.
Just a second.
I don't have my makeup
Bill,
on
Bill,
yet.
Bill has raised his hand and it wants to tell me that. Okay, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see if we got
Did
it.
anybody get Land of the Giants, by the way?
Mark
Yes.
did.
We were
did.
so close.
did.
Mike had that as a possible
Jamie
guess, but
did.
we went with time tunnel.
And I
Ah,
put,
damn.
but I insisted on time tunnel and I was wrong.
By the way, so the way I got some of these, not all of them, but some of them, is I went back and watched the recording, and I remember I also took notes when I was popping around last time, and the things that you were guessing wrong, I was writing down to.
Oh,
And some of these were those.
so at least you knew that we knew some of these, huh?
Yeah.
We'd heard of them.
it was a wonderful trip down
Okay,
memory
pictures up
lane.
on Facebook
Thank you
now.
very much.
I'm
It is
glad you
fun.
liked
Bill,
it.
did you have a question? Because your hand's raised.
Here's
Oh,
a
no,
thing, though.
That's when
If
you
you go
did
to
the
see
Vulcan
that
thing.
I put up that and
It raised your hand. It raised your hand.
interpreted.
Are you on a Mac?
No.
Oh, well, it raised your hand.
Yeah, it raises your hand on PC.
Huh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, so let's do our scores. Let's see. I think everybody did probably pretty well. We'll see if he's gonna have to make it more difficult. I gave you Deborah, you guys. It was like
Yes,
it
that
was like
didn't
team-
help.
It was like team
Yeah.
3. You were perfect on your score in the first round. You're like, oh, let's go one lower.
So both last times I did this, the range of the scores was from 6 to 10. So we'll see.
Okay.
We got an 8.
8. I think
Yeah,
it'll
sorry
probably be
guys.
high.
I thought I had the bonus right, but I did not.
Okay, Trump denies sleeping during trial. No word on farting.
7.
Can you imagine him saying, yeah, I've been farting? Tremendously tired of Trump trials.
Thanks to a pair of assists from Mark, 10.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Christy Nome wants to be Trump's VP. I'd give it a shot, she says.
Only 5 again.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a range.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I'm tired of Christy Nome. Doggone it.
10.
Ooh, look at that. 8. That is interesting.
Okay, so
Wow.
that's the well-known skeptic at gmail.com, and I guess it's all lowercase.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Email doesn't matter.
No, they're
And
not
Susan,
kidding.
I have
And
a
the internet-
response from Robin.
Hi, Jane.
Response from
Good
Robin.
night.
Yes?
Hi.
Good night.
Her
Good night.
response to Robin, hi Robin, as requested, you're up for category 3. Hope your meeting goes well. Her response is, what? I don't think I signed up for category 3. Pause. Another one that I just am seeing all these. I'm at the swimming pool. Next one. I wasn't even there last week. Next one. Last week I had an HOA budget meeting. Next one. Hello. And so I just responded and I said, oh, okay, I'll tell Susan. She asked me to text you. No worries. We're on the break now. I have one. Hugs and love.
All right.
So does anybody want to do a category that I made up?
This in room 3. Are you in room 3?
Good night, Mike.
Anybody
outta
in
here.
room 3
This,
have one ready to go?
Good night, Mike.
Okay, let me
Right.
ask. Oh, and hi, Jane.
Hi.
Okay, so room 3, Ben, Kyle, Mike, Brandi, or Deborah. One of you have a category ready.
I have
Yeah.
one ready to go
No.
that I could give someone in 3 and then I could just not play, you know.
I might.
All right, Brandy
Oh.
stepped up. All right, Brandy.
Yay!
Yay, Brandy.
Shift her to the
Our
left.
Shiro.
If we need to give her time, we could do them out of sequence.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
do them out of secret. Thank you, Brandy. Okay,
If you'd like
so
me to do, I'm supposed to be 4, we can just switch 3
you
and
can
4.
switch if you need to. Okay, so I think I've done something out of order and now I'm stummied. I think
Okay.
we're on break, right?
Break. Yeah.
Correct.
Let's break. I
Okay.
gotta
And we're
close up the
late, so we
chicken.
should take it
Got
a
me
short
confused
break,
there.
right?
Okay.
Scary.
Bye, all.
Bye.
See-
Are
Bye.
you
see
going
you
to
next
Weekend
time.
Reason?
Yeah. I'm going to Weekend Reason, and then next Thursday I'll be at the book club. But 2 weeks from now, I guess I could be here, and maybe I can figure out how to do a name that tune
Okay.
thing.
So have fun. I want to see photos.
Okay. Anyway,
Bye.
bye.
Susan, we are getting very small. We only have 3 people left, and we can switch 4 and 3 to give her more time. I'm supposed to be the 4th one, but could you give us the next new person because we're only 3 people now?
Yeah, I can. Well, we lost. Did we lose Mono? We lost Mono, huh?
Wait, when am I doing the
Yeah,
category?
we're okay, Susan.
Well, we could do it now. I mean, after the break, or we could do it. We could switch you with round 4.
Oh,
Oh,
I
you
could
need me
switch
to
it with
do it
me.
now.
I could do
Hold on.
bonus.
Okay,
break.
so after the break is fine. All right, so
Yeah, let me make sure I have it.
okay, so
And our team is short because they've got me.
okay, so let me ask.
I love having you as a teammate, Alan.
Okay, on room 4,
No accounting for
I have
taste.
Gail, I have Lee. Vincent's still here, right?
And that's it,
Okay, Wendy's
because
gone.
Wendy left.
Well, that's fine.
And
I'll
we're
be
in
there
like
in your
last place.
But
No,
you're
you
not in last
just-
place. Last place is team 1. And that one is Alan, Jamie, Jim's gone, and Mono's gone. So it has Karen. It only has 3 people on their team too.
So I have a bonus category, but that's it.
You
That's
give us a
okay.
bonus category.
That's good.
fine.
I
And
can do
that'll
mine.
speed things up.
Today, we could use a bonus category for.
I
a
could do
regular one.
mine as a regular category or a bonus category.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
So
I'm gonna
late.
put Jane in room 1 because they only have 3 people also, and they have 5. Their score is low. All right, we'll be fine. All right,
Am I gonna do, are we gonna switch 3 and 4
No.
in order? No, okay.
Brandy says she's okay with. She's got it. And did you see what in the chat that? Where is it? I just saw it. I just closed the darn thing. That Kyle said that if somebody's hand is raised, you can't move a video. You can't move the thing around. Huh.
Try it.
Whose hand is up?
I got my hand up. Try to move. What do you mean move a video?
No,
around?
your hand
Oh,
has to be
good.
raised on the little.
Oh,
If you raise your hand, the thing automatically moves you to the top of the line.
Yeah, it puts you up
If
at the
you're doing
top.
it, you can tell what order people raise their hand.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So
Susan,
yeah.
I have not volunteered because I'm doing one today, but since I never know the answers, and when I think I do, I'm usually wrong. I contribute more to this group by writing questions. So anytime you need more questions, if you still need more people for this next week, I'll do it.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. If nobody volunteers, I will volunteer you. Thank you, Gail. 2:15.
yeah,
Okay.
you've become a pro at this.
She could write these. Hey, I have to, believe it or not, I got volunteered to do the they're gonna do a trivia at CFI and they gave me 1 hour. So I'm going to be in CFI in July and I have to come up with an hour's worth of trivia. Somebody volunteered me. I don't know who.
You should look back at our questions and use some of the ones.
And that is exactly what I'm going to do. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Leonard's going to be there or not.
So he'll know some of them. So make him look smart.
So have
Make him
you
look smarter
found,
than he is. Even smarter than he is.
So what
Susan, have you
Yeah.
found who you can give the tickets to?
No, I haven't decided yet.
I mean, I'm not asking for one, but I
I'm
just
trying to
wanted-
find people who haven't been before. So Mark's going to be at the Magic Castle performing. Oh, I'll tell you guys this in a minute. I'm
So
going to
what
be right
about
back.
Leonard and his wife? Have you asked them?
No, I'm waiting for people to volunteer. I'm not going to ask people.
Oh,
I'm letting people ask me, and I've got a list of people
there's
who've already
Lee.
asked. Hmm?
There's Lee.
Well,
He hasn't
Lee would have
volunteered.
to get down there. That's a long ways.
Well, no, I thought he lived by San Jose.
Lee, he lives by Sacramento, above Sacramento.
Oh, that's further away.
Sacramento is 3 hours north of me.
Oh,
Three and a
wow.
half hours. It's LA to, yeah, it's a long ways. Okay, I will be right back.
Well, it'll be, I'm looking forward to picking up Wendy tomorrow, even though I don't have a car, but.
That's gonna be
It'll
hard.
be
to
an
keep
adventure
track of.
for you,
You
Vince.
just put her on your back.
Not quite.
You got a rickshaw?
A rickshaw, whatever
Yeah.
that. Oh, no. Jeez, boy, that would take forever. The airport is very far away from me, but fortunately there is a bus that goes there, and it'll only cost me one ticket to get there, so that'll be nice.
So a bus that just goes to the airport?
Yep, goes from downtown to the airport. There's a few stops along the way, but it's the airport bus. Number 300. I've never taken it before, but I heard that it's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
most big cities have a bus dedicated going to the airports, because when I live in Houston, they had a bus that just went to the airport.
Yeah, our city is very slow to develop, so it's relatively new. It's only been the last 20 years that it's had it, so
Is anybody near Inglewood, California?
I
used to be.
In the one in LA County?
Inglewood, California. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, it's a
Southern
suburb of
California,
LA.
by LA, yeah.
What's there, Kevin?
Billy Joel's got a show coming up there.
Oh, is it at the Miracle?
It's at let me find it. Intuit Dome.
Oh, never heard of that. I'm surprised it's not at the Forum.
And then he's
Okay,
got
and we're
one in
back.
Vegas. He's got one in Vegas too.
And we're back. So we have Kyle, I was listening to your podcast yesterday, and I was wondering,
Awesome.
it's about dogs.
Sure is.
I was wondering about, with the how did you know that dogs would be in the the news so much right now with that South Dakota woman? It's like, oh, breeds of dogs, and dogs have diseases, and it was very interesting. She was
Yeah, so-
interesting. The person who was on the show, she was very easy to understand, and she had it was good.
Yeah, I like chatting with her a lot. One of the most interesting insights, I guess it's kind of obvious, but hadn't occurred to me, was that she'd mentioned is that with the way dogs have been bred, they're actually like a nice experiment for geneticists, because the lineages are so well tracked and they're, borderline inbred. It's an opportunity for study. So we get into that and a few other things about genetics behavior this week on Data Skeptic.
Yeah, it was very
Did you see the PBS show about that, where they had a Russian study where they have foxes that they keep wild and they breed them with dogs? It's really interesting.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, the whole foxes thing is very interesting. We didn't get into that, but that's a pretty well established study. Some Russian guy, I believe.
It was really interesting.
Yeah, very.
Kyle, you might find this interesting. I was at a dog genetics conference some years ago, and I happened to be at the lunch table with a woman who was in charge of cancer research in California, Fred Hutchinson Center. And I was very surprised because, of course, we were at a dog conference. I wanted to talk dog, and she obviously didn't know anything about dogs. So I said to her, how is it that you're doing all this dog research and got an award today for doing dog genetic research and you don't know anything about dogs? She said, well, I'm doing cancer research. And I started doing it with people. But dogs and humans share 80% of our genes, and we have the same cancers. And she was looking for family ties on different cancers. And she'd get all these volunteers. These families were volunteering to be part of the study. And she'd get the volunteers, and then she'd get the genetic material and discover that they weren't related the way they thought they were. So she couldn't use that data. And she couldn't even tell them that she couldn't use that data. And it was really screwing up her research. And then she found out that the dog breeders had better data and could give her all the family lines when they had the cancers. So she switched to studying dog cancers.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. Very nice. And
Very
also,
sad that.
Well, yeah,
it is.
scientifically interesting. Yeah.
Kyle, I also mentioned you on a podcast today for Talking Biotech podcast with Kevin Folta. I was talking about Stat Badger, and I was telling him, and my really good friend who has a podcast called, if you guys like stats and data, it's called Data Skeptic.
Well, thank you for
You're
the
getting a
shout
lot
out.
of plugs from that just over the years, just like I love that. And it's called, and he built me this software called, we call it Stat Badger. People are like, probably going, what the hell is wrong with this lady? But so yeah, it was very interesting, like I said. Rob,
Hello.
is there something that you had for this week?
I did something this week, but it's not out yet. So yesterday I submitted my interview with someone who plays trivia with us quite often. I sat down with Brian Kirby of 502 Conversations. So that article went in, and we'll see how long they take to get it up.
Well, today I was talking with Barry Carr, and I said, I've got something written. He asked me to write something on Tyler Henry, and I sat down and I did it. And I said, I've got it done. I'm just letting it sit there. A lot of times I'll write something that'll let a day or so go by because I just want to think about it. And he says, take your time because there's some problem they're having with the website or some problem they're having. And so he says they're kind of behind. So just keep that in mind.
So we just got I just answered somebody. We just got another proposal. We
I
have
saw
14
that.
proposals.
We have the
14.
Sunday paper. Oh my gosh.
14.
Somebody named Bruce, huh?
Yep, I just put it in the right place and updated the stat sheet. But we are up to 14 for 6 talking positions. This is going to be so difficult.
Oh,
I'm
and
sure
I bet we're going to get 3 or 4 in the next couple days, today and tomorrow. Okay, do you want me to just write my answer on here, Susan?
What's that?
Did I write this? Thank you for your proposal. I'm letting you know we received your proposal and everything opens up. Did I send that? I typed it out. It's sitting here, but it's never been sent. Did I write that?
I just responded, and his proposal said I sent it to an email, but I never got an answer. But I didn't see anything that had come in, so I don't know what happened there.
Okay, this one still says draft. Oh, interesting. What am I having problems with? Oh, it just says draft. Oh, no, I think we went. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that for the moment. I'll look at it later. So yeah, so Rob and I are curating this Psychon papers, and we were at 12, did you say?
14 now.
14. We're not looking at them right now. We're waiting until we get all done this weekend, and somehow or other we're going to have to start making choices. This is going to be impossible. Oh my God. So that's interesting.
Susan did magic math and thought we could get double the people on the stage.
I said, oh, if we give everybody 10 minutes, how about we give everybody 7 minutes and
if we just let everybody introduce themselves,
2 minutes.
walk off the
Everyone
stage.
gets 2 minutes to talk.
I said, here's what we'll do. Everybody is standing on the stage and we just have them all standing there in a row. And we just pass the microphone to the next person. We don't introduce anybody. They get like 10 seconds in between each.
It'd be like the Republican debate last time.
I want to hear all. I want to hear.
Oh, I like that idea. They just all talk over each other and they just do it at the same time.
But there's another format for something like that. I don't know if this interests you, but where you have everybody do just like 30 seconds or 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then the audience chooses which which 4 or 3 that they want to hear a full
Oh, that would get
presentation.
ugly.
Or we let people
Oh.
start giving their paper, and then we have a big gong.
No.
Hit the gong and tell them they're done, and we move on to the next one.
With a big hook.
I no, we're not gonna do
And
any of
then
those. That's scary.
Then Barry
Oh my
Carr can put a bag over his head and come out and dance.
Oh my gosh.
I can
You
imagine
could
that.
do a you could do a panel show, but it would be a panel of people their talks had nothing to do with each other, and you just put them up there 4 at a time.
Oh, that would be funny. Faith and Romero's Faith is over there chit-chatting. So you have something coming up really soon, and I'm really excited. Rob's going to be there, and I just heard from Erica. So they've got Skepticamp. Do you want to say something about Skepticamp?
Yeah, we're having a Skepticam on June or May 25th.
Wow.
Owl Day. Don't forget your towel, Rob.
Yeah. And so, yeah, Susan, Rob, Erica are coming. And
Kenny
Jane,
Biddle, Jane's going to be there.
yeah, Jane's going to be here.
Don't forget your towel.
Yeah.
We've
And,
got towels if you need them.
Kenny
I have
Biddle's
my
gonna-
towel under here, but I don't know if I want to pack it because it's kind of a bit bulky, but there's my towel. Always know where my towel is.
Yeah.
Very excited. So I'm going to get I've been looking at the bedrooms, the Airbnb. This is going to be a blast. Erica, I heard from her. She's all excited.
Good.
Hope you don't have as much trouble getting into the house as we did in LA.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Now I know how to do it. But yeah, so that's what's coming up over there, and then New Mexico right after.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I hope you guys are, because this is going to be a blast. Parties at our Airbnb, because it's going to be huge. I think it's going to be like a 6-bedroom thing, and we're not going to need it all the time. So after the conference, everybody's
Wow.
over at our place, I guess.
You'll probably be in one of the bougie neighborhoods.
The who?
The bougie neighborhoods.
What does that mean?
Fancy bougie, like bourgeoisie.
Oh, I don't know. It's big. It's going to be big. I've got it narrowed down to 2 different houses. So I'm just was making sure I was confirming with Erica, and I want to confirm Jane's got her
I made all my plan. That's why I was late. I made all my Tennessee plans, got all my
Okay.
tickets.
So
I
that's
got the
it.
car. I got the
Jane, we're gonna
car.
have to pick. She's got a car. So Rob, it's gonna fit 5 people, huh?
It is, and I went ahead and got SUV, thinking it might give us a little bit of
Oh,
and
awesome.
it's a small one, it's like, how they say, it's like this car or similar.
Okay. And she promised that we would be able to cruise around, and she's gonna drive, and we're gonna roll the windows down, and we're gonna cruise all around Raleigh, and we're gonna sing Weird Al Yankovic songs at the top of our lungs.
Okay.
Romero's like, I want to go. I want to go in that car.
I don't know any of the lyrics, so you have to
You just go.
give us like a.
I think in honor of Towel Day and Douglas Adams, we have to sing "So Long and Thanks for All the Fish."
Oh, that makes sense.
Which version?
It's so hot in here. Okay, so
Have you ever been to Raleigh, Jane, or Jane has been? Yeah.
Well, I lived there.
Yeah, our history museum is going to start.
it was a
phasing
really excellent history
down.
museum.
Well, there's some exciting news with that. So they're going to close the 3rd floor, I think the first week in June, and then they're going to close the museum in stages until December, and then it's going to be renovated by the Smithsonian for 2 years.
Ooh,
So
then I'll be getting there
they're
right in
very
time for it to close. How
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. This is gonna be so much fun. That's in just couple weeks, a little over 2 weeks. On the 20th, I fly out of here. I won't get to you guys until the 23rd, I think. Anyway, so anything else? This just came out a few minutes before we started, and I know that Cindy saw it because she was commenting. I got called by this guy who writes about, well, he's writing this for Natural Products Insider. I've never heard of it before. They did a really good job comparing cults and psychics together. And I got my name's in there like 6 times, and Mark Edwards in there. And they talks to some cult experts, and it's all about Mercola and how he's fallen for a psychic who is channeling some
boy.
ancient being named Bra or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
he was
such a
already a
scam.
nutcase anyway. He was already a nutcase anyway.
Yeah, it's a real scam, and the scammer is being scammed, which is fast. Oh, look, here comes Robin. Well, too late. Brandy's taking her spot. So anyway, so I think that's fantastic. I'm excited about it. And what's this with Shelley?
Yes.
Oh, you got
So if somebody, if anyone likes the music of Shelley Segal, we are hosting her on Recovering from Religion, and we're going to be doing an interview, and she might be playing some live. She will be playing some live music for us.
She's been somebody around for a while. We've been following her career. I know GSOW tried for a very long time talking about getting her a Wikipedia page. I don't know.
She's
if
got a
it's
page. I took a lot of stuff off of it. I hope it's
Oh
right.
yeah, I don't think we wrote it. I think we were trying to, and it wasn't. We were trying to get her past notability to do it.
If
And,
people don't know her, people who don't know her and they've ever listened to the Atheist Experience, her music is used as the intro and outro music for that show.
Right. The only other thing I can think of that's going on that's new is that remember that UFO show I did, Cosmic Connections? Well,
Oh my God.
it aired. They cut out a little over an hour of our interview. It was a 3.5 hour interview, and the show was like an hour and 40 minutes. Mark and I watched it, and then I went to look to see how the views were doing like a week later, and turns out they uploaded another video with just outtakes of themselves talking about me and the interview, and that was
I watched
40
that
minutes long, and that was painful. It was really Oh my God. Rob, would you say you watched it?
Yeah, I watched it. That was hard to watch because they didn't really accept what you were saying. They seemed like they might be when you were there, at least a
Mhm.
little bit. But after you were gone and they could say whatever they wanted, they clearly did not.
Yeah, I think who was it who said, was it Karen that said that they were like playing good cop, bad cop when I was on the show interviewing, and then when it got to the outro, they were like, "Well, we allowed her to redeem herself, but she didn't," and they were, "Thank you so much, Susan. That was a wonderful interview. I'm so glad. Thank you, Susan. But now we're going to rip you to pieces." It was fascinating.
Yeah,
Really
that's right.
fascinating.
Go away. We're going to rip you a new
We're
one.
going to rip you to pieces now that you're not on the screen with us. But it was really a fascinating look at people who had questions already written, but didn't give them to me in advance. They didn't give me an agenda. I mean, they didn't tell me what
So
we
the
were
really
gonna talk
interesting.
about.
So you didn't know, right? The interesting thing to me was they are all of those people, three actually, yeah, were experiencers, right? All of them believe they have been either abducted or telepathically communicated with aliens or both. So that's really, they didn't tell their stories while you were there, but
No, I
that's
didn't
what
want to
they
hear it.
claim they are. So that's what that means.
Right. And when they contacted me through email back and forth, it took like 2 months to get me to go on the show. They didn't tell me that they were interested in talking to me about Wikipedia at all. They wanted to talk about like how bridging the gap between the communities and talking about psychology and philosophy and there was no mention whatsoever about Wikipedia and all the negotiations I had with them. So I get into the show, and about an hour in, then they start hitting me with Wikipedia related stuff that they clearly didn't care to hear. It was very interesting. I was going to write about it for Skeptical Inquirer. Barry says he watched it and he said, they've got like 100 views on their video. Just forget it. He's like, they're not that important. So it was just interesting.
What a horribly unethical thing to do. What a lack of integrity.
I hope they're watching this right now.
What cowardice
Mhm.
and just plain mean of them.
I agree. And Karen's hit spot on. It was just mean. And one of the things they did is I had told them on the interview is that I had been attacked on Twitter a lot for the posts I'd made and things like that. And then and when I talked to them and I told them, you're a bunch of guys, you're attacking, and it got really ugly. And I was telling them this stuff on the show and they got really quiet. Faith is having way too much fun. And then whenever they did the outro video for me, it was fascinating because they said, well, okay, I'm going to sum it up really quick. They were saying it was more like, hey, she was having a really good time responding to people on Twitter and everything. And she was just really getting into it and she enjoyed the back and forth. So, it's all her fault that she got attacked. And I thought to myself, that's like an equivalent of saying, here's a woman going on a date and she enjoys her dinner and then everything's great and she's laughing at your jokes and then she doesn't put out. So it was all her fault that I got aggressive with her afterwards or something like that. It was just that kind of feel to it. It was like misogyny of attacking
Maybe
the
they're
women.
those incels.
So they'd be upset that we'd rather be with bears than be with them.
I know. For sure.
I didn't like.
Exactly what I was thinking.
I don't think
I
they
didn't
caught
watch
on
the
at
second.
all.
They came across as total incels.
I didn't watch the second half yet, but I watched the first part, and they kept saying things like, "But who are your peers? Who are your peers?"
And when you
And
watch
then-
it, go ahead, Kevin.
And then they were saying, "Who's this Mick West guy? Why is he credit? Does his opinion mean anything?"
Yeah, the guy got kind of aggressive with me. And so what happens is what's cut out of there is I tried to diffuse it and I said, okay, obviously Mick West and all the UFO thing has really gotten onto you because they get somebody, there's the video.
I
And
know,
so,
but you were in the middle of a sentence.
Sorry,
so-
go ahead.
So what I was saying is that I tried to diffuse it. I used like what Brian Dunning tells us to do is talk about something neutral, something else that we don't agree on. So I went to Bigfoot and I started talking about Bigfoot and I said, here's the best evidence for Bigfoot according to Bigfoot watchers outside of that film. And I said, it's a Skookum's cast. And I was talking about how I recreated the Wikipedia article and they were laughing. They were absolutely having a blast laughing at the Bigfoot people. And
But
I said to them,
they cut that all out though.
and it's all cut out. I said, why are you guys laughing? To the Bigfoot community, you're laughing at their best evidence.
Yeah.
This is their community and you're making fun of them. And yet you don't understand from the skeptic community looking at it from our perspective, the Bigfoot community and the UFO community are identical. Just one's in the forest and one's in the sky. And it's just that your best evidence, these excuses you're making, the religiosity of your beliefs and all that's cut out.
Susan, you expressed that you felt, assaulted. You didn't use the word, but you described
Yeah, it was
assaulted,
attacking.
right, by these people. And then now, how are you doing with this video image that is now being shared? Are you okay, or is that?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay,
Sharon.
just checking. I'm just checking.
She's so good, isn't she?
Just a bunch of 100 incels watched it, so who cares?
Well,
Yeah, so I wanted to point out that the recording I made with you about this subject, which unfortunately didn't get mentioned in that video, I wish it had, or a link to, but they didn't, is a handful shy of 1,000 views. So that's cool.
Oh,
See?
awesome.
For CFI, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, there's a
Yay,
lot.
Rob.
So it was fascinating. So I recorded today with Kevin Folta and I had a fantastic interview. He emailed me the questions ahead of time. We had a great talk. I knew exactly where we were going with it. Of course, he is on our team. I'm not on our team, but he's, team skeptic, team science. So anyway, is that it? I think I have everything. We ready to go to the next round? Robin has joined us. Robin, you're doing the whole thing next week. Brandy's already taken your category. She's going to do the category today.
I was about to walk into the swimming pool and I get this text from Karen. She goes, "You're on number 3." And I'm like, I wasn't even there.
Yeah,
last
we
week."
heard. She just read it out to us. You can go back and listen to the video. We heard your text messages. So yeah. So
But
Brandy's
I've
already
had a
did-
really
pulled
hard day at the office and I felt like people were gaslighting me all day. And so when Karen sent me that text, I was like, oh, more gaslighting.
And Karen doesn't respond to her text messages immediately because she pays attention to the person in front of her. So you're like, hello.
Hello,
Karen's
hello.
like,
Sorry.
I don't look at the text message.
Getting around gaslighting.
Yeah. So to be clear, Robin, there's a mix up and Robin did not volunteer to do a category. There was a mix up.
We'll have to go back and play the tape again because I have a feeling she volunteered.
But it might have been for 2 weeks of it.
2 weeks
out.
ago.
But I
2 weeks
wasn't
ago,
here.
2 weeks ago,
I
look at the
wasn't here.
video. She said she'd do
Yeah,
it.
2 weeks ago, somebody watched that video. So, all right. So let's
2
go
weeks
to the
ago?
next.
I said I would do it 2 weeks hence. Maybe
you
confused
Robin and Rob. No, I don't confuse Robin and Rob. I confuse Kyle and Carl and Rob and
But you
Ron.
could have meant to type Rob and then just decided to put IN at the end of it.
We'll have somebody will watch it. Faith and Romero are in charge of watching the video to see who volunteered. The one, yeah, there you go, thumbs up.
No, I just became vice president of my HOA today. Nobody's talking me into anything else.
Oh, you too. You
Wow.
too.
Do you know
babe.
how to use your
And Susan is trying to bully me, behind closed chats about doing a Skepticamp talk. I do
Yeah,
not
you'll
have
be
time.
fabulous. You'll do.
I do not have time. I'm working like 10-hour days, not by choice. So
Okay, well, there you go. You got some extra time because there's 24 hours in a day. So 10 minus 24
I
is
need
14.
sleep.
You don't need to
downtime.
sleep that much. So
I
anyway,
have 2 cats that depend on me.
yeah, I know what cats are like. I've got 3. Anyway, no excuse. You got 2 weeks. You could stand up there and just talk about anything and you would be fine.
Yeah,
Nobody
you're a
would care, Faith.
natural, Faith. You don't have
Yeah,
to plan
Faith, you'd be
anything.
fine. That's what I told her. I said, it's Skepticamp. It's not Icon. It's not a TED Talk.
Especially, Faith, if you dress it in your Queen Elizabeth outfit.
Oh,
I
do
am
it in
not
your
going to dress
Elizabeth
like Queen
outfit.
Elizabeth.
We will love
I'm
that.
not gonna dress like Queen
I
Elizabeth.
think it's a great idea. Go find your outfit.
I could
So
do
the
the moment of
category,
skepticism with Queen
the
Elizabeth.
category is called a matter of faith. And you just stand there and people ask you questions and you just off the cuff, you just answer.
In your Queen Elizabeth voice.
Say whatever you want.
Answer with completely made up wrong answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we need to get back to our trivia game. The only other thing I did want to mention is that Mark will be performing at the Magic Castle in July for a week. I have 30 tickets. They are tooth and nail fighting over them. We are trying, I really want to give them to people who have not been first. So if you want to go, please send me a private message, how many people you want to go. And if you have a day,
When
you
is
wanna
it?
go. July.
When in July?
Is it like July 5th or 6th, like it was last year?
Let me look. The thing is that it is 8th through the 14th. And there are times though that I do have tickets free that I was shocked that I had free last time, but so far I've got a list of people who are, oh my gosh, everybody's asking. So Caspian and Jamie are going to go on Monday. Just throwing it out there.
Good for them.
If I don't get it all full and somebody wants to go who has been before, then I will put you in their spot. But I'd really like to make it special for people who've never been to the castle.
I want to
And
go
what
down,
what
even
is
if I
the,
don't, even if I don't go in, I want to go in and I just want to hear from the people that are going in for the first time what it was like for them.
It was nice.
Can I say I want to go and then scalp the tickets?
No.
Damn.
No, 'cause you have to be on the list, a guest list. What, Robin?
what is the dress code about the Magic Castle? There's a weird dress code rule.
Normal. I have outfits. You could always borrow an outfit if you wanted to have.
But are women allowed to wear pants or something about skirts or something?
You can wear pants, but you have to be dress pants and dress outfit.
Okay, so
Very
I can
formal.
wear my mother of the groom outfit from the wedding a couple
Yeah,
years ago.
mother of the groom.
Oh,
outfits are really
absolutely.
fun. Especially
Okay.
send me a picture, but yeah, it's very formal and
I could
so
come dress
Robin's
in my
thinking
Queen
about it,
Elizabeth
huh?
costume.
You should definitely go, Robin, if you can.
I would like to.
Okay,
Yeah.
so send me a message.
Well, wait a minute. Does the groom live in Kentucky and they wear overalls?
No, it was a San Francisco
Just want to
wedding.
double check.
Okay, so moving
I
on.
can't go because as Kyle can attest to, I don't have good enough footwear. So
I could have just taken out a black magic marker.
You
and
have a
covered
lot
it
of
and
time.
closed
You
it up.
could get footwear.
Yeah, he
You could
did.
go to the
Kyle's not
bowling
here to
alley
hear you.
and rent them.
It was very interesting. He showed up on a day, just him. It was fun because it's just him and his box of shoes. Anyway, Rob? No, it's not Rob. It's Gail. No, it's Brandi.
Brandi.
You ready for me?
Yes, ma'am. We sure are.
Okay.
Catch us up in time.
So, this is going to be a super quick one.
All right.
It's more of a bonus category because that's all I had. There are 11 movies listed on the list of Muppets productions. What Wikipedia page is either films or television films. Name 10.
Oh my God.
Nice category.
Muppet movies. That's brilliant.
We haven't had this one. Surprise.
No. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, and that should catch us up as far as time goes too. So
I will be completely useless on this one.
Good thing you showed up. Okay, I'm writing this down. I got to get you guys in your rooms now. Hold on a second. Muppet movies.
So I'm sorry, losing team, who I will be assigned to. I'm not
Okay.
helping you.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Somebody will say something and you'll go, "Oh yeah." Okay. So Jane,
I haven't
put
watched
you
anything
on
Muppets in 35 years.
and then Robin, you're going to go on. Should I put you there? Or should I put you there? Wait, let me see a second. Okay. This one, I think that Janine was telling me. Nope. Is it Gail? Gail was telling me you're going to go on this one because you're going to be short people on this one. Okay, so.
She comes.
There she.
Oh yeah, you're
Alright.
waiting on me, huh? Like I have great Muppet knowledge, huh?
You have
So
Muppet
let's
knowledge.
see.
Oh, there you go. I
And
knew that
did
one.
you-
Muppets Take
Is
Manhattan.
it just was the one just called the Muppets?
The Muppet movie, I think so.
Or
Oh,
yeah, the
Brandi, I
Muppet
didn't give you
movie.
your powers.
Nope.
Yeah, I can't bounce around.
Okay, go back to the main
Um,
room and I'll give them to you there. I have to have you in the main room. Means I've got to go back to the main room.
What was the more recent one?
With Jay.
Thank you so much for doing this, Brandi, out of the last minute.
Yeah,
I
no
appreciate it.
problem.
Did you cut your hair or is it just your background?
Oh, I put it up because it's been bugging me.
Oh, the background, it's hard to tell if it's blending.
It's not even that long, but it drives me insane if it gets like to where it's touching my
I don't like how
neck.
it's in my face when I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm always pulling it back and Mark goes, take it out of there. I want you to leave it long. And I'm like, okay. Well, thanks for doing it. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going back to your room to do no help whatsoever.
So I got powers now?
You should, right?
I don't know.
Then
Oh, I think I see a breakout rooms here.
Yeah, you've got powers.
That's what I do.
Fun.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Look at some space. Isn't there a Muppet porn? I can't believe there's 11 of them.
I know, right?
Muppet movie, Muppets in space.
They must have done. There must be some like holiday ones in here, like a Muppet's
Oh, a Muppet
Christmas,
Christmas?
or something.
Yeah, try that. That's good.
Yeah, it was like a Muppet Christmas Carol, but I don't know if that was the name of it.
Well, we've got
Oh, it might be just a Christmas Carol, but
We've
it's a
got
Muppets version.
5 spaces that are going to be blank. So just take all the different forms of Christmas and Muppets and put it in special.
I think it was like Muppet Christmas Carol. So
Yeah.
Kermit lays an egg.
Oh, that's right. Muppets are Kermit, right?
yeah.
Is there like a
You don't even know who the Muppets are? Come on, Karen. Or
No,
come
I've
on,
got I know the
Susan.
song. I know. But so so Kermit, could there be one called Kermit?
Kermit's Revenge.
Kermit's Revenge. It's a slasher film.
Was there one where they got married? Didn't he and Miss Piggy get married?
I don't think they get married.
No? So they're living in sin, no?
No, they're not.
Well, it's
We
an
never see the bottom
interspecies
half.
marriage.
Interspecies, yeah, that too. That's
Okay, good.
looks like it was.
How about greatest hits? No. Muppet
What about a
Madness.
Muppet Mystery?
Oh wait,
Oh, a mystery. That's a good
wait,
one.
hold on. It's like was it the Great Muppet Caper or something like
Oh,
that?
that sounds familiar.
The young,
Yeah, that sounds.
You should know these. You're the one with the kids, the youngest kids. Great Muppet Caper. What else would the Muppets do? Okay, so if we're on a team here, you guys writing, we're been hired to write Muppet movies. What should be the scenarios? We should have mysteries, and let's send them to space. How about they open a business, or if there's an escaped, there's a dog they're trying to send back home, like some
Like Benji, but with Muppets.
What was the name of the Amy Adams one?
or how about something that's a feel good about elderly people and
Muppets visit the nursing home.
Yeah.
This is counterproductive, guys. Just so you know, this is making
I don't
it
know
hard
any
to
Muppet.
think
I
of.
don't know. I'm just trying to think of scenarios that we could make names for.
You know, it's not a bad idea.
No, I understand. It's
how
just
about
I'm also
makeup-
trying to think of names of the movies. And
How
all I
about
keep
the
hearing
how
are all
about
these
the
scenarios.
how about Miss Piggy and makeup tutorial stuff? Miss Piggy does Hollywood.
Is there one with Hollywood in the name?
Yeah, I would send the Muppets definitely
Muppets.
Hollywood.
Like, is it like Muppets go to
I think that sounds good. Why don't you guys brainstorm? I think there should be something about singing. Did they ever do a singing special or a
So
singing?
all the Muppet movies have singing in it.
Well, maybe they do a singing contest or something.
I don't think they ever got the Grammys though or anything.
Muppets go to the Grammys. Brandi, we're just writing scenarios for Muppets, what we would do if we had to market where we would do. We send them to an old folks home.
You're calling out scenarios. I'm trying to think of legitimate movie names, and you're just yelling out scenarios.
The Muppets
Well,
get
one room
audited.
already has 10 and they're telling dirty jokes about Kermit and Miss Piggy. So
Nice.
I tried that. So shush, Ben. Of course. How about they
What are
drive
you
a
doing
car?
in this room then?
How about a cooking special?
They got a very curious juxtaposition of people who have children young enough to know these names
Right.
of these movies and know lots of dirty
I know.
jokes.
Yeah, I'm actually
Muppets go
shocked.
to
I know the
war.
Muppet movies less than
Muppets, a
I thought I
Muppet
did.
go to war or Muppets cooking channel, and it's different ways.
The
of
Muppet Storm
bacon.
Normandy.
I think it's bacon related recipes.
Bacon related. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's Miss Piggy after all. Is there one that's a wedding?
How
Well,
about
they have
Muppets
the-
in Time?
Oh, time travel.
Sure, why not?
That's perfect. Stop JFK from dying.
I'm going to bed.
But Fozzie messes it up, and that's how they actually get him.
That's so cute, Kyle. He knows Fozzie Bear. You know those guys. how
Well,
about the movie critic guys?
there's the
Cisco
band
Leaper
that's in
character.
there too. There's Muppet
Swedish
Mayhem or
Oh,
The
put
Cookie-
Muppet
Electric,
Mayhem. That sounds
Electric
good.
Mayhem.
The Cookie Monster visits Keebler.
Cookie Monster gets diabetes.
Should we have a
Were they
wedding?
ever were they ever on Oprah?
They should be.
I'm assuming we're not like the Muppet Show doesn't count because we're talking films or
Right.
television films, but I mean, as far as having something on there,
The Muppet Show greatest hits.
there may be a what?
Could there be a greatest hits?
Or
No.
just there was a movie, like a television movie called The Muppet Show based
Yeah,
off
I
of a
remember
TV
that.
show.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I remember that.
Would they have had a Thanksgiving special too?
Oh,
A
that's
Muppets
good. They
Thanksgiving?
had bacon.
I
They
doubt
had
it.
ham. But that would be Christmas.
And then there's the Muppet Babies TV show. I watched that when I was
Yeah,
younger.
Muppet Babies.
They roast Big
But again,
Bird.
that was a TV show, not a
Right.
film.
How about well, could they have made a film? Is there a Big Bird one? Big Bird related?
That's Sesame Street.
You're crossing, yeah.
Don't cross. You don't think they did a chicken or a chicken, like a bake off, a Great American Muppet Bake Off or something?
No.
Like this
Beaker
visited
invents
chef.
COVID-19.
Oh no.
Maybe they went down
they
under.
visit,
That's it. They went to Australia or New Zealand.
Yeah, the
Muppets
Muppets Down
Down
Under. That sounds good.
Muppets
Then they
Down
had to do
Under.
that.
That could be the dirty jokes.
And then they have these guys.
Muppets 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Actually, that'd be pretty good. I'd watch that. But there was a Siskel and Ebert characters. Could they have done a spinoff that's Muppet related? Like they parody movies and stuff, and the two, like MS3K, anything like that, Ben? Ben's the authority on this.
Animal
I
goes
can
to
recall.
rehab.
I remember Animal. The Swedish Chef cooking show.
Oh yes,
I love the
Swedish
Swedish
Chef.
Chef. My favorite was Beaker and the Swedish Chef.
Sure.
I love those. They're so funny. I think Swedish
Beaker-
Chef did a cooking show. Do we have a Thanksgiving special? Give them a Thanksgiving special, Ben. Of course they
Yeah,
had a
why not?
Thanksgiving special. Macy's Day Parade, and Kermit gets to see his balloon go floating down the parade.
Is there something about a race?
Oh, we don't have that on here? Isn't there a race? Yeah, that does sound right.
Maybe.
Amazing Muppet, what would it be called? Come on, Kyle, what would you call it?
Great Muppets. I don't know. You know, the Muppets did a lot of like parody, right? It's kind of like Jack Benny in that way.
Jack Benny. They played the
Well,
violin.
yeah, they would. No, they would take like a popular thing and do a spoof of it.
So how about a variety show? That was like, I mean, the Muppets kind of were a variety show, but maybe
That was
they
the
did
show.
did they throw a variety show for like it actually?
I think we're missing out on these spoofs. Like I bet there's like the Muppets Treasure Island or something like that, or the Muppets Robinson
Oh, that's
Crusoe.
a good thought.
You know, there's some sort of like the
Pirates of the
Muppets
Caribbean
colon
with the
this.
Muppets Treasure Island, or like you were talking about racing, like Muppets on Wheels. There you go.
Sure.
At the Kentucky Derby,
The Muppets Grand Tour.
Indianapolis 500, Space Invader, Space Adventures. I can't believe there's that many. There's 11 movies. Okay, we did good.
I don't know
Yeah,
about that.
Muppet movie, Muppets Take Manhattan, Muppets in Space. I think some of these are pretty good.
In space.
I don't know. I guess it depends upon how exact we need to
I
be.
think they went to New Zealand or Australia. I think there's some Muppets Down Under. I don't know what
Could
it'd
be.
called. Brandi,
No,
how do
I
you keep
think-
a straight face?
In our last 2 minutes, yeah. Let's say goofy stuff and see if we can break Brandy.
Oh man.
Well, wait,
But
Muppets go to
I
jail.
swear there's parody shows though. There's
How about
something
there's
like
a
that.
prison episode where they have to break him out of the prison, and they get like the Muppets to pull they get Animal to pull the bars, and they bake a
Yeah.
cake. The
Him and
Swedish
Shame to
chef
Wall.
bakes a cake with a file in it.
Right.
I think we did. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, parody, I guess if you would call it a parody, but it was more things like Muppet Treasure Island and Muppet Christmas Carol and stuff like that. Not necessarily a
Yeah.
parody. It's
How
just
about Kermit does
where their
Alice?
characters their characters replace the actual
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I bet you
We're-
there's a
I'm sure we're missing
Shakespearean
stuff
one.
like that.
There's a Shakespearean Muppet.
Maybe.
I guarantee it.
Muppet Romeo and Juliet.
Ooh, and then they kill each other and then they die.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure that.
I'm sure that did.
'Cause they
Yeah.
never
How about
married.
Midsummer Night's
Yeah,
Dream?
Midsummer
Muppets?
Night's Dream, maybe.
Hamlet. Hamlet.
I'm still trying to remember what the heck the name of the one with Amy Adams is. That's gonna
Macbeth.
bug me.
Yeah.
That's more
Julius
the
recent.
Jason
He's like,
Segel
oh,
one.
and two
Well, that's the same one. Him and Amy Adams were in the same movie together
Oh, okay.
with
Yeah,
the
I saw
Muppets.
that one. I don't remember
I
what
just
it's
don't remember what it was
though.
called.
How about Muppets on
Yeah.
Lifeboat? Like they have to decide which one they're gonna eat.
You're gonna say Muppets on life support.
Muppets Trolley Problems.
That should be a movie.
Oh, you guys are funny. Yes, you guys all have to. Our team was hilarious. We were really pissing off Ben. It was even more fun to piss off Ben.
So disrespectful.
We were so disrespectful to Ben. Sorry, Ben.
Well, I'm just trying to come up with movie names,
was
but
taking it serious.
I'm all for the joking around after the questions have been answered.
And Kyle
Ben, we did too, Ben.
and Deborah and I are just like, what kind of scenario would the Muppets be in?
Well, yeah, but you guys are coming up with the most off the wall scenarios that would never be a Muppet movie.
Muppets. Of course,
They're pretty off the wall.
Which Muppet needs to eat the other one so they can survive in a boat? I don't
Muppets
think.
go to jail.
No,
Muppets.
we had the Swedish cook.
Muppet Forensic Files.
Judy
Muppets
Greer.
in a plane crash in the Alps and they have to feed you.
Exactly.
Swedish chef.
Well, it's like we had the movie Christy Nome shoots Miss
Kermit.
Piggy.
Kermit.
Kermit.
Are Frog's legs good?
Muppets do MAGA.
Came up with the Swedish chef
Oh,
Breaking
yeah.
Bad edition.
All right, Brandi.
Ready for the actual answers?
Yeah, that was
All right.
Makes it more fun.
I'll read them off and then I'll put them in the chat.
Okay.
So it's the Muppets,
Yep.
the Muppets Christmas Carol, the
Oh,
Muppet
we almost had
Movie,
that one. Yeah.
the Great Muppet Caper,
Uh-huh.
Muppets Most Wanted, the
Oh.
Muppets Take Manhattan,
Okay.
Muppet Treasure Island,
There was a Muppet Treasure Island.
Wow.
Kermit Swamp Years,
What?
Missed that one.
This is early years
What?
prequel.
I
and
remember that one.
the Muppets Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
Wait, what
Oh,
happens
that's
about
the other
Muppets
one
in
that I
space?
That was 11?
forgot
What about
about.
Muppets in Space?
What happens about
They're Muppets from Space, yeah.
Okay.
A
That's what we
Muppet,
did.
the Muppets Hanukkah movie, wasn't that?
No, there's no Jewish Muppet, I don't think.
Yeah, Beaker was a Jewish guy.
With Beaker or Gonzo, right?
We had a cooking show with the Swedish chef, and he was making Miss Piggy, and they were making all the recipes for bacon.
Oh my God.
And I'd like to apologize to my team. I just looked up Emmett Otter. It is owned by Jim Henson Company, but not considered part of the Muppet franchise.
You know about Emmett Otter and his Jughead Christmas movie?
I never heard of it. Oh my
Sorry.
God, that was good, Brandi. Okay, so let's see what our score is on that.
Wait. Was Kermit Swamp Years an origin story for Kermit? Is that what that
Yes,
was?
probably.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's a prequel. Come on, get with
That's
it.
what I have
You
to look
gotta
that
have a
up.
prequel.
So
Are there
that-
only 10
Hollywood.
answers in the chat?
It's a Hollywood.
Yeah.
He's reading on the street. Okay, don't get me
so
started.
Brandi, the Happy
There are
Time
some
Murders
people on this call who've
is
seen me get
Saturday.
really weird. We don't want to
Thought there was 12.
There's only 10 answers in the chat.
Oh, are there only 10 answers?
Yeah, there should be one more.
5,
Oh, hold on.
Rounding error.
8, 9, 10.
Rounding error.
Oh, it's a very Merry Muppet Christmas movie.
See?
That's
Okay.
the one
Oh,
I
good.
know.
So we did get
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
All right. Yep.
Let me add that.
See, it wasn't the Muppets letters to Santa crap.
We made
Aw.
up the Muppet Christmas movie. Do we get credit for that? It was close.
A very Muppet Christmas movie.
I thought we
Yeah,
already
that's
had a
a
Muppet
very
Christmas
Muppet.
Carol.
Yeah,
Oh,
we get
There's
most of the words in
two.
there.
There
Yeah,
are
Christmas
two.
Carol, there's two different Movies.
The Christmas Carol one is the best Christmas Carol adaptation there ever is.
Yep.
Very true.
So,
True.
so does Muppet Christmas movie count, or it has to be Very Merry Christmas?
It has to be Very Merry Christmas.
Got it. Thank
Or
you.
Very Merry Muppet Christmas.
Okay, we have a very, oh no, we do have the Merry, okay.
Oh, we
Yep.
just wrote very Muppet Christmas.
What is long and
Not-
green
not
and
good
smells
enough? Not
like
good
pork,
enough?
Kevin?
No, don't, no, Kevin, Kevin.
Oh,
Brandy immediately left
Wow.
our room after Kevin
Oh
said the
my
punchline.
God.
we will not
This
be
is why
repeating
we
that
rather
answer
see
for the
Foggy the
recording.
Bear.
Rob, I wrote very on that.
Oh my
What did you write?
God.
What did you write?
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Faith saw that
Janine,
coming. She
Janine,
knew
hold on.
that that
Janine,
was
what did
gonna
you
be.
write?
Oh my God.
I
Wrong,
wrote
'cause
very
that's the
a
second
very
one.
Muppet Christmas movie.
Yeah, but the answer is Very Merry
Ew,
Muppet.
Kevin.
Yeah, we
Oh,
didn't write
very
very.
Yeah, did you
merry.
not?
Okay,
Oh.
we missed that too. Or
All right,
things that-
let's do our scores before we go off the rails completely. So I've been putting people in rooms. So let's take room 1, which is Christy Nome wants to be Trump's VP. I'd give it a shot, she says. I gave you
Oh.
Jane
Guess how many we have?
4.
5.
That would be correct, Bill.
5?
Yeah.
That's good.
Is that the trivia? Is trying to guess how many best secret tape since Pamela and Tommy.
6.
Ooh, we jammed. Trump denies sleeping during trial. No word on farting.
We got 6.
Tremendously tired of Trump trials.
8.
I really want there to be lots of Trump trials. How could you be tired of it? I want to see lots of trials.
We want one of them to go somewhere.
Yeah, well, I know, but they're going to get there eventually. I'm tired of
Yeah.
Christy Nome. Doggone it.
8.
Damn.
Wow.
Wait till I get to your team. I'll knock that score back down. Okay. Team 4. Who's
Yay,
next?
Brandi.
Is it Gail? Yeah, thank you, Brandi,
Good
so
job,
much. for
Brandi.
doing that.
It is me. Are we ready?
Boy,
I'm
that's
ready.
Got
I
a
don't
movie
know
on my
about
list
other
to watch. I
people.
want to watch the Kermit Swamp Years.
What?
Okay. Here is our category. It's going to be a little faster, I think, because the answer to all of the questions is going to be one of the states, except for one bonus question. And the bonus question was created because we have so many Canadians here that just didn't seem fair. So name the state and the bonus question for the Canadians. I hope everybody has one. Okay, that's what this is. I'm going to give you information for all the questions about a state. And I tried very hard to come up with things after extensive research. What is an interesting thing about that state that is not something you probably know? So I left out the obvious important things about these states. And all I want you to do is name the state.
Okay.
Okay. Question 1. This was the first state to use license plates. It's a home to the largest museum and Walmart in the United States. About 20 million people live here. The state flower is the rose. It's home to the only American city to host the Olympics twice. Michael Jordan, Robert De Niro, Eddie Murphy, Rachel Ray, and Alex Baldwin were from there. So you just name the state. So you've got 1 in 50 chance on every one, except that you're going to know more than that. And by the way, I will give you one hint. None of them are repeated. Number 2.
What was that?
None of them are repeated. I don't have the same state twice.
He made you repeat
You
it.
missed what I was asking.
He made you repeat it, Gail.
I get it now.
Okay. Number 2, the only state
Very
to
good,
enter the
very
U.S.
good,
by
Vincent.
treaty rather than by annexation. It is home to Dr. Pepper, Frito Pie, chili, and the world's largest rattlesnake roundup.
Oh, gee.
Juneteenth began here. It has the largest U.S. state capitol building and the city that classes itself as as the live music capital of the world. Okay, now all of them are going to be that long. The easier ones will be shorter, actually. At least the ones I thought were easier. Number 3, the largest state east of the Mississippi is home to Coca-Cola and the world's largest sculpture.
Or just by area or population?
I think that was area. Four, 1/4 of the country's llama production lives in this state. That's for Lee.
What team has Lee on?
Home to the largest cheese factory and over 750 vineyards. It also has 80 ghost towns on the National Register and the country's deepest lake.
Good job, Gail.
And you thought it was going to be a dog. Question 5. Kool-Aid was invented here. A strange memorial to automobiles copied from Stonehenge is called Carhenge. The honeybee is the state insect. You can find the largest indoor rainforest in a state that was called the Great American Desert by explorers in the 1820s. The state name means flat water. Number 6. This southern state was the last to secede during the Civil War and the first to be readmitted to the Union. It is bordered by 8 other states and gave us Minnie Pearl, Davy Crockett, and Alex Haley. Question 7. This state has 26 mountains higher than 10,000 feet in elevation and has been known to register the highest and lowest temperatures in the country on the very same day. The size may have something to do with these disparate temperatures, since all of New England plus Pennsylvania could fit inside its borders. Question 8. One of the first states to enter the Union, it boasts the first public park, first newspaper, and first subway system. European explorers landed on the coastline as early as the 11th century. Both basketball and volleyball were invented here. The state gave us Johnny Appleseed and a museum dedicated to terrible art. Okay, number 9. This state is the place to get fresh sour cherries. It has the nation's longest freshwater shoreline and the national park with the fewest visitors of any other in the country. You can drive through one restaurant to get a muskrat meal.
Ew.
Yummy.
And number 10. This was the 31st state, and with approximately 40 million residents, it has more people than Canada. 1/4 of these people were not born in the US. One famous city is nicknamed the City of Dogs because the number of children is exceeded by the number of dogs. And another city, whoops, sorry about that typo, another city, a club, a city dog, a club for dogs. It has hosted both the Summer and Winter Olympics.
Did you beat him?
And the bonus,
Right.
the bonus is there so that the Canadians have one question that I'm sure they're going to know the answer to. And that is, which Canadian province is where visitors can see the world's most extensive collection of dinosaur fossils, either in a museum or when hiking, since so many are found here? The city of Lloydminster is right on the border, so it belongs to two provinces. Their charter dictates when they should follow the provincial legislation in each province. Name either of those two provinces.
So provinces are states, like what we would call a state.
No, states are like provinces.
Thank you, Al.
All right, good job.
Okay,
We have
any
one
questions?
representative of Canada here. I think everybody else left.
No, there's other Canadians here.
Right now?
They're expat.
Some
expats, I don't
expats, yeah,
count.
refugees, whatever, but
All Canadians, give me an A.
Yay.
Hey.
Hey, hey.
Might as well. Here.
Is it yours, Vincent?
Yeah. It's
It's
like
Alberta?
Alberta.
I was wondering about that because
Yeah.
because of the dinosaur fossils. I remember that you guys have a museum that Adrian went to last time that had to do with the fossils.
Yeah.
Well, that was where, the British shales were found, and Alberta is like the fossil capital of the world.
I didn't realize that.
It is. It is.
Did not know that.
Yep.
Okay. So some of
Okay.
these I know.
Yeah,
Some
I
of these
know.
have a
I know
guess.
most of them, but anyway.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. The first one to use license plates, the largest museum. I was thinking it was Georgia, but I don't think that the state flower is the rose. Is it? What do you think it is, Lee? Or
I think
Robin?
it's New.
You think it's where?
I think it's New York.
New York.
Yep. I'm not real
New York
positive,
was my thought, but then there was another one I thought was New York later.
but I'm thinking of people like Robert De Niro, Eddie Murphy, the
Well, they
kind of
had the Olympics
accents.
twice. It's going to be a big place like New York. They wouldn't.
Yeah.
They could do summer and they could do
New York working title. We'll come
Well,
back
New
to it.
York
But
had
my first thought was New York also.
Okay.
Yeah.
It makes sense that it would be the first place to use license plates because Manhattan or New York City was always the most populated place in New York and the United States.
The next one, I think it's Texas.
Yes.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
Juneteenth started there.
Yes, and Austin, Texas is the live music capital of the world.
Okay. So the largest state east of the Mississippi is home to Coca-Cola and the world's largest sculpture. Is that
Well,
Missouri?
home to Coca-Cola is Atlanta, Georgia, right?
East of the Mississippi. So
or
can't
Georgia's
be
east of
Missouri.
the
Missouri is
Mississippi.
west of the Mississippi.
Yeah, so let's say Georgia.
What's the sculpture?
I have no idea.
Isn't there Athena, some huge Athena statue in Georgia?
I've never heard of it.
Number 4, Lee knows better than I do, but I'm
Oregon.
guessing Oregon.
Yep.
Oregon?
Oregon.
Really? They're a llama place, huh? I didn't know that. Number
Utah.
5, I think it's Utah.
Yep.
Because of the bee hives.
Is what?
Utah. UTAH. Okay, so number 6.
Tennessee. At least that's where Davy Crockett was born.
That makes sense.
bordered by 8 other states. I think Tennessee has
Yeah,
the most.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Both
Tennessee is
states
bordered.
bordering
I
it
didn't know it was
the
the last to
US.
secede and the first to be admitted. That's interesting. I didn't know that. But it makes sense because they're bordered by so much. There's probably a lot of pressure.
Hey,
Number 7 is Colorado.
I thought it was Alaska
Oh. That may be.
because it's got to be huge. Colorado's not that big. All of New England plus.
Okay, never
Pennsylvania.
mind. Mid Alaska.
Well, I'm I'm
But I
thinking,
don't know
and,
about
and plus,
the temperature thing.
it says so it says all of New England plus Pennsylvania could fit inside it. That sounds like it could be Colorado or Alaska.
What about the temperature thing?
well, I'm thinking Colorado is good because Colorado really has all the mountains of the West, and on the east side, it's like freaking Nebraska. It's just flat
Yeah.
desert.
But Colorado has so many mountains that are over 10,000 feet. So many.
Yeah.
Could it have those extreme? Yeah, I guess it could. Okay, put Colorado. I didn't even think of it.
Heck, Colorado has
not
those extremes on the same day
I'm not an East
in the
Coast kind of
same
person,
place.
so to me,
I mean,
I have a hard time really visualizing how big New England is.
well,
Um,
Not very
Oh,
big.
number 8.
Small.
where's this paper?
Johnny Appleseed, I'm guessing Pennsylvania.
I think so. First to enter the union. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get that right, but that's okay.
You could even just
I don't
PENN.
know.
Oh, there it is.
Figure it out.
Yeah, I didn't want to figure it out. The program said
I don't
you
know how to spell it.
probably mean Pennsylvania,
I'm gonna
right?
copy it. PENNSYLVANI. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sour cherries. Why would somebody want sour cherries?
It's actually pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
largest freshwater shoreline. Well,
Could it be Louisiana?
no, not freshwater. I'm thinking possibly Minnesota.
Ooh, that makes sense because it's
10,000
islands.
lakes.
Yeah, the lakes. Do you think they serve?
And the national park with the fewest visitors of any other.
Oh, good. See it auto corrected. Minnesota. I like when it does that.
Okay, the 31st state.
California.
California.
Yep.
There it
I'm a
is.
docent at our history museum here, so I know that one. Yeah.
Name either of the 2 provinces. So would I get bonus points if I said Alberta, Saskatchewan?
I can't spell
not a-
Saskatchewan, but I can spell Alberta.
Let's
Can you
just
spell?
go Alberta.
Can you spell
The program would automatically auto spell for me.
What is it? Can you spell it automatically? Spell it for me. SACH
maybe. Saskatchewan, WAN.
No, it'll do it for me.
Close but no cigar, right?
I was close.
SASKATCH. Oh, you just missed by 1 letter. You put a U instead of an E.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We rock.
Alberta.
How's our
and
score?
Saskatchewan.
It's team 5. I have to tank their score when I get in there, right?
And she was right about Lloydminster, but I don't know. It was interesting because Saskatchewan's drinking age is, I think, 19 and Alberta is 18. So there's a bar in Lloydminster that on one side you can drink when you're 18, and the other side is 19. It's fascinating. Like right on the border. But as soon as she said dinosaur fossils and stuff like that, and it's like, well, she's talking about Alberta.
Yep.
Which, yeah, but a province I know well. Well, not that well, but
Well,
You better get good at it because you never know. You got all these trivia things that keep going.
well, well, as soon as they said that, I immediately thought of the Burgess Shales. I mean, those are world famous. They pretty much turned over the whole world of fossils.
Paleontology.
Yep.
yeah. There was one fossil that they discovered in Alberta, and they unfortunately allowed the location of where this fossil was. Some Christian fundamentalist went there and destroyed it. Now, if
I hope
Yeah,
they
that's
locked
as bad
that.
as the Taliban destroying
Yeah.
a Buddhist statue. Yeah.
Yep.
In fact,
so
it's probably worse. Yeah.
yeah, so if that person would have got caught doing that under the law, this person would have been persecuted and fined thousands of dollars for doing that. So,
Right, and rightfully so. I mean, they,
but unfortunately, this person was never caught because any kind of fossil that's found in Alberta automatically belongs to the museum, even if it's on private property.
well, it's one of the reasons scientists keep a lot of the stuff secret because there's money to be made in fossils. A lot of people go up there and would ship them out and then sell them to collectors.
No, this person.
No,
really-
this person just destroyed it because they're
Yeah.
an idiot. They're one of the young Earth.
Yeah. Oh, probably. I don't know. But yeah, there was one guy that, yeah, they found a fossil in his property and he wasn't going to say anything, which you can't do. You have to report it by law. And then he was saying that he was one of those young earth creationists too. He was one of the Christian idiots. And but fortunately the museum had jurisdiction, so it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. They were
Very
able to go in, dig it out, and put his property back the way it was. So, and there's nothing he can do about it.
I think they should shoot him. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? In a gravel pit.
He was pretty old, so he won't he won't be living too
Yeah.
much anyways.
I would kind of have mixed feelings, but on the other hand, I would rather see a fossil in a proper museum setting than sitting out there on exposed rock and it's gradually going to erode away. So, you either totally lose it or you try to preserve it. And, I'm all for property rights, but in this case, I can understand where
Antiquity.
Yeah, you have no property rights. So, oh, Gail, I wanted to show you the last question there.
Let me tell you, before you do that, I'm telling everyone, and I'm going to close the rooms now, that the one that talks about the city that had the Olympics twice, it should have said Winter Olympics, because it was pointed out to me that there is another city that has hosted the Summer Olympics twice.
Oh, okay.
So my source did not say that, but it's the case.
So it should
Which
say
question?
winter?
It should say Winter Olympics twice.
Which question was that?
I think it was number 1.
Yeah.
No, number 10. Oh, was it 1? Let me see. Oh yeah, host the winter. Yeah, okay. Winter. Question 1. That still makes sense though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is another state that's had.
And the last one there, right? That's right.
Oh.
That's right.
I know that those two questions are, I know that those two answers are right.
He almost spelled the second one correct.
They are
Yeah.
both right, yes.
Missed
They are
only one
both
letter.
right. Okay, let me close the rooms.
Close the rooms. Yep.
You getting us ready over there for SciCon, Gail?
Yes, I've been talking to some people at the university. I think we might be able to get some science majors at the university because we don't have to worry about paying for buses and we don't have to worry about paying for rooms because they live here.
I love that.
They're old enough to be
Travel and
able to
all
get
that.
transportation.
Are they over 18? You think?
If they're at college, they're probably
Okay,
over.
yeah, they should be all right. Because it's kind of, we don't want a bunch of kids. I mean, we've done it before with kids, but so
No,
you've been
this-
working
yeah,
with
it is.
Brandi
It's
and
college science majors.
okay,
And
have
I
you worked
have
with
a contact from the biology department there who is looking at it. And what he said is we're not going to be able to do anything very official because the university bureaucracy is unbelievable, which is my experience too, but that we can do it informally with the faculty.
Yeah,
who
especially if they're
have-
18, we should be able to do stuff like that. So that's wonderful. So is Brandi involved in this too?
Well, I just talked to her about getting together, so.
Okay, good idea.
We're gonna get
Celestia?
together. The big thing is we're gonna need to raise the scholarship money, but I think we can do that.
I think we could do that, no problem. I'm all for that. Gosh, this is a good idea. Good job. I can't believe, yeah, we just ran into so much problems with the students. It was great the one year we did it, but
And one thing I would like to do, my daughter is, has a job working at a high school in Michigan on academic improvements. That's her job. And I'm talking to her about if there's some way, if we paid part of it or give them a partial scholarship or even gave a scholarship, they could do something at her school.
at her school, well, that'd be good. We could have talks there, like maybe a skeptic camp.
Oh, I'm still.
Yeah, when you get that figured out more, then come to me and we'll talk about funding. All right, so that was fun, Gail. I like this. I love state stuff. You ready? You're on mute.
Gail, you're on mute.
Okay, from the beginning. Okay. Share screen. Okay, are you all seeing my screen?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I should probably pull up my questions so I can, I'm not going to read them. You all know what they are, I hope.
Yeah.
And I'll go through the answers quickly. Here we go. Name the state. Number 1 is New York.
Yay.
And it was the one with the Olympics. The Olympics were there twice. It was the Winter Olympics.
I didn't know their flower was a rose. That's interesting.
Yeah. Number 2 is Texas.
Yep.
Yay.
Number 3, Georgia.
Yeah.
And the Coca-Cola should have given away to almost everybody, I would hope.
The giant sculpture is those men on the horses, the Confederate people.
There it is. It's called Stone Mountain. There's a close-up of the thing on there. It's the whole mountain is the sculpture.
I'm glad the guys, the headless
Number
horseman.
4, Oregon.
Yay. Look at that llama.
Need to put my llama head on.
What's the largest cheese factory, Gail?
Yeah, there it is. That's a picture of it.
What's the
Tillamook?
name of it?
Oh, I don't know.
Tillamook.
My hometown. That's where
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize we were the largest.
But that's a photograph from there.
But I
Okay,
can't see
number
who's
5
working. Don't know.
is Nebraska.
Oh,
And I
we got
can't believe it.
Oh,
I
look
heard
at that.
Carl knew what Carl.
Oh, that's awful.
If Jane Felton was here, she would have known that.
That's
Well,
right.
Carl knew about the. I happened to be there when he knew about Carhenge, and that's
That is awful.
number 6 is Tennessee.
Yay, Minnie Pearl.
Howdy.
I always wondered why she
And
wouldn't take
the
off
logic used by that
tag.
team was really incredible. The only team with eight borders and was on the south side. Number 7.
Missouri and Tennessee
Ah.
both.
Oh,
Look at Colorado.
Jamie,
I saw
sorry.
Alaska guessed by a couple of teams. Alaska didn't have the hottest temperature on the same day to the coldest temperature, which Arizona does all the time because
That
up
would
in the
make
mountains,
Yeah.
it's gonna be very cold,
Mhm.
while down on the ground, it's going to be extremely hot.
Yeah.
It's also the only place that has saguaro cactus, but I knew you'd know that. And that's Kip Peak, Jamie.
Yep, it's good peak.
You recognize Kip Peak.
Yeah. Hmm.
And number 8 is
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yay.
Yay.
I didn't know
Isn't
that.
their state beverage coffee milk?
Where is this trashy
No, that's what.
museum? I haven't heard of it.
I don't know where it is, but that's a piece of art from it, so you can see that it lives up to its name.
Oh, it's awful.
So they just got work donated from people's refrigerators that were done by their kids.
Okay,
The Norman
number
Rockwell
9
Museum is in Mass.
number
but
9 is
I can't-
Michigan.
Hey, Michigan.
And downriver
Oh.
Detroit is where you can get muskrat dinners.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I wasn't clear if they were
They
dinners for
they
muskrats.
disgusting. It's actually black meat.
Dinners
So
for
dark.
muskrats. Bring your muskrat. We'll feed it.
Can you get it at the airport?
And interestingly, the Catholic Church, since they live in the water, says that they're fish and you can eat them on Fridays.
That's gross.
If you would want to.
And there is a muskrat dinner that the Lions Club does every year in Michigan near Detroit and Harson's Island. And this was a big deal because, of course, it's not sold commercially, but they get it out of the lake. And
Quite
they
fresh.
get
Dad,
special.
my audio went out when you're doing 7. What was the answer to 7?
Arizona.
Arizona,
Yep.
because the hottest and coldest were on the same day.
Yeah, I don't buy the area calculation. I'm looking at a globe right now. I want to see those numbers that you could fit Pennsylvania and all of New England in there.
Just shove them in there, Rob.
I want to see that.
It's based on area. So
Yeah, oh, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't look
You
like
could
it.
fit the entire world's population in the Grand Canyon.
number 10 was California, and I assume this whole group got that.
You'd have to stack people one on top of each other, Faith.
But what's
You just
the
dump them
dog
in a big
city?
pile.
Everybody
The
lays
dog thing,
down.
I had about 5 different things. When you look up interesting things about California, dog comes up on every single one of them, every
Oh,
single part
interesting.
of it.
It's a very
And that
doggy
picture
place.
from one
It's
of
true.
the dog
It-
cities.
In
I
your
don't have a
question,
dog.
Gail, it doesn't make sense to me. Shouldn't it be the other way around where the dogs outnumber the children?
That's what she said.
The number of children is exceeded by the number of dogs.
Oh, okay. I read it wrong.
And I
then
don't know what town that is. I knew the answer, but I didn't know that
a
part.
town I've never heard of. It's got a long name. I can find it for you.
No, I'll look it up. Thanks.
Okay, and the bonus, either Alberta or Saskatchewan, or if you're Canadian, you may have had both. And I
Yep.
thought it was very interesting.
Yay,
that
Alan.
They literally have different laws for the laws on either side, depending on what you're doing.
Wow.
You follow the law of one side or the other side.
Vincent knew both of them.
Yeah, Vincent had both.
Of course he
Well,
did.
Vincent lives in Alberta. So
Well, he
should
had
know.
both. That was wonderful. And he spelled them right.
Well, I hope so.
No, Saskatchewan was. one
No, I
drop off.
didn't.
That's
Saskatchewan,
tricky,
no.
Saskatchewan. for
I
sure.
wouldn't have known how to do it.
Vincent,
All right.
Vincent is the shale that was Stephen Jay Gould's fossil bed, that shale bed, that's in Alberta, right?
No, it's actually in BC.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Or it could be in Alberta, but it's not by Drumheller anyways. I don't know where it is.
Oh, okay.
But
Pick your answer. Janine, just pick any of those answers. that
Okay,
you-
Yeah, pick
I'll
whatever
just
you
go
want.
look from when we
I'm
traveled.
trying to remember. I just know that it's not in Drumheller. Drumheller doesn't have shale.
It's very far south from Canmore too.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so we ready for our scores? Everybody's got theirs added up? Everybody sitting down? Here we
Such
go.
as it is.
All right, so we have Christy Nome wants to be Trump's VP.
9.
Ooh,
My
Whoa.
gosh.
very good.
Wow.
Okay, best secret tape since Pamela and Tommy.
3.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
It was terrible.
Trump denies sleeping during trial. No word about farting.
We got 7.
Good job.
And tremendously tired of Trump trials.
10 out of 11.
10.
10. Damn. And I'm tired of Christy Nome. Doggone it.
10.
Whoa. All right. So this last category, Bill keeps trying to enter. I let him in and then he's gone again. So I'm going to sabotage
hear me?
the last team because you guys are doing way too good.
We have 2 Bill 9s now.
Oh, we have
That's
2?
not
Oh, yeah.
fair.
We experienced the Jane effect. I'm going to call that the Jane effect.
What?
Yeah.
Nearly doubled our score. 5, 5, 5.
I'm going to sabotage their score. It's the opposite.
You aren't doing no such thing.
Are you there, Bill? Oh, there you are.
Okay, here we
Here
go.
I am. Yeah, my computer decided to take a rest and rebooted itself.
Oh, it's because you're in the Grand Canyon. That's why you're not getting good
that could have
reception.
something to do with it. Yeah.
You better go
You
get
missed the fact that Faith
coffee.
said the entire world's population could fit in the Grand Canyon.
if you laid them
I
down.
do that for some reason.
You have
Not
to
his
blend
network
them
connection.
Just shove them in.
Are we ready?
Yes,
It's a
sir.
very big hole in the ground.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody noticed my photo tonight.
Snoopy.
Yep.
Something to do with the bonus.
Oh.
Yo-yos. Oh, I love yo-yos.
I'm going to show you a poster I had as a kid. It's called the Duncan Yo-Yo Tournament Tricks. I have edited it.
Oh.
Things have been added, things have been removed. So like when it describes the trick, if it uses the name of the trick, I took it off. I will supply a list of 12 trick names and 2 of them will not be used.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
No, honey, I just turned it off. It was too hot.
There's the
Kevin,
poster. Now,
Kevin, you are not on my screen.
I'm the dog with the yo-yo.
I don't see the dog with the yo-yo.
Snoopy.
Oh, wait.
Snoopy.
Never
Snoopy.
mind.
He's in the
I
upper
see
left-hand corner for me. Okay.
Okay?
Did you give us
Get
the
it?
answers?
No, I gave you 12 to pick from.
Oh.
You have to put them in the right place.
Oh,
If
God.
you look at the picture, there's some green. You have to put the trick name. The trick is described. It's like a cartoon.
Oh,
Okay.
you don't
5
have to
panels.
just write them down. Oh, okay. no.
Yes.
Oh,
Like you'll see the number 1 is the first one, and you have to put what the
Oh.
name of the number 1 is.
Oh, you got it figured out. Okay, cool.
Do we have to do them in order?
Yeah.
Well, you kind of have to, yeah, because you'll see the picture. It says number 1. So I'm going to give you the answers later. I'll tell you what number 1 is. On the picture,
Okay,
it
but
says
there's
number
no
1.
particular order.
Yeah, there is.
There
There's
is.
no
Number 1
particular
has an answer. You'll see when you look at the
significance to the
picture, it's
order.
called number 1. You'll
That's
see.
right, but there's no
Is the
significance to
picture,
the order like this.
are you
one's
showing
easier
us
harder or
the picture
something.
yet?
It's in the chat.
I sent the picture in the chat.
oh,
You gotta click on it and open it.
If
Is
not, they'll show it to you in your breakout room.
Is there a way to put up enlarge both like the picture
Yes.
and the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alan, you can do
Okay.
that.
Just
So
yeah,
you
that's
need
fine.
you need the answers to pick from, and you have to put them in order. And if you look at the picture, number 1 is the top line, number 2 is the next line. There's 10 of them there.
Yeah, I see it. I can do it.
Okay.
Good job. That is definitely different.
We never did this before.
No. And I think you can only do it once.
And I almost did like, look at them yo-yos. That's the way they do it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
I didn't get the
What?
notice to go to the groups.
Yeah, you did.
Nope.
What do you mean?
Mine is buried.
I'm trying to find
Yeah,
it.
you've got you there.
Oh, there it is. Okay, it
Okay,
just
it's
got
probably
covered.
behind something. All right.
Susan, what team was in last place?
That screen.
Team 1? Something, I guess
Team 3. Best secret tape since Pamela and Tommy. They have 21.
Okay.
Okay.
Why are our lights being messed with?
Okay.
Let's look at these over. Let's see if I can remember these.
Did you mess with the?
Oh, okay.
Did you
Do you
turn
want
off
me
the
to
lights?
share? I guess I'll just share the answers,
Why
and
is?
we can each look at the picture on
Did
our own.
somebody attach
Can
our
is
system?
everybody opening up the picture okay?
Got the picture. I can't get the picture and the names at the same time.
Well, we
Okay, well,
have the
he's sharing the. All right. Let's see.
I gotta zoom in quite a bit because it's really hard to read.
Okay, the first one I think is sleeping.
Oh.
Is there a
Yeah, I
chick
think
there
it's
named
sleeping.
Sleep?
I have no idea.
I think
I've
it's
got the
because it is used a lot of tricks.
yeah, Sleeping Beauty is one of the ones. So we're saying number 1 is Sleeping Beauty.
I didn't know it was called the Sleeping Beauty. I just thought it was sleeping. Yeah, okay, Sleeping Beauty's fine.
Second one is Walk the Dog.
Yeah, 2 is Walk the Dog, definitely. Walking the Dog. I don't know if you can see it, but I do have the answers being shared.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Okay,
Oh,
3.
that must be the creeper number 3. See how he's.
It does kind of look like it right now. Yeah.
Okay, now I can't bring up my chat.
Okay, 4.
This must be Around the World is 4.
This is the one that spins it around because that's the Around the World. I remember
think
doing
so. It
that.
looks like it. I'm
What
looking
about
at-
number 9?
Well, 4, except it's around the corner. They don't have Around the World.
It's
this,
Loop de Loop.
that could be.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. 5. Um, 5.
5, Rock the Baby?
Mm,
No.
Would that be number 7 or 6?
flip the yo-yo return. Maybe it's around the corner. 5. I'm not sure on that one. Let's see what's left over. 6. Okay, this one's a triangle. So it's
Could
3
that be Rock the
over?
Baby?
Do you think? On number 6?
Actually, I think 6 is Rock the Baby, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Because you're in there and the thing's just
okay, yeah, looking
rocking
at the
back.
basket.
6 is Rock the Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 7.
All right, that's one of the ones I was good at.
Oh, it's right there. Snap.
Yeah. I was never good at any of these. I just did them.
Yeah, I couldn't do much. I don't know if 7.
Eight
Could
looks like a
8 be
loop,
loop to
loop the
loop?
loop. Yeah, 8 kind of looks like it.
He put penis.
What?
Look at number 9.
That's what it does say, isn't it?
He was a teenager whenever he had this.
I'm trying to think, is there anything in here about stretching your
Skin the
penis
cat.
out in front of you?
To keep your
And the
penis
cat.
stretched out in front of you. Oh God.
Maybe that's the rocket one.
Yeah, rocket in the pocket.
Yeah, so that's
Wow, that does sound like a penis. Rocket in the pocket, right?
okay. That's number 9, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He put that in to see if any of us remembered. to
Is
see.
that a rocket in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Sorry.
All right.
Maybe this one. Because
Is there like a pendulum type? No.
I didn't know what this one was called, but I've seen it where it just like the little bounce thing it goes. Is it like the stairs or something? Because it's supposed to go up and down the string.
Could that be the man on a flying trapeze?
Yes, I think that's it.
Number 10.
Okay.
Okay, so now we need 4, 5, and 7.
Okay. Let me move
4.
this.
Could 5 be the time warp?
Time warp thing.
Because it's going back to him.
Because you're supposed to launch it out and it comes back. Like a trebuchet, ricochet.
Oh, I'm fine with that. Let me see what 5 is.
I'm trying to throw stuff out for you yo-yo enthusiasts.
Slide your first finger over the string.
Because number 8, it says a loop-de-loop, so. Number 7, start the trick with the making muscle making.
3-leaf clover be this one?
No, that's the loop-de-loop.
Top of the first finger.
A loop, a loop, a loop. We've already done that one.
Oh, I think I've seen this. I don't know what it's called. And then 7.
7, I think, is skin the cat.
Okay,
I think that's okay. Spinning.
okay. This could, you said there's something called the 3-leaf clover? Remember, move back. Time warp in the spinner. Could number 4 be the spinner? Because it looks like you're going round in a motion.
It could be. You don't think that's the time warp?
It could
Or around
be.
the corner?
It's around, well, which do we have one around the world? Because it,
We don't have around the world,
Around the corners as close as we get to that.
but I think, yeah, I think that would be number 4, around the corner.
Around the corner?
All right.
Yeah. And then what 5 would be, you're launching it.
What about time warp?
That's
So
when you
that
pull
would
it
like-
closer to you and then you spin it. Could that
Yeah,
be the
that's
spinner? Because you're spinning it with your other hand while it's really close to you.
What about the time warp?
I don't know.
I think that would
I don't
be
want
the
to do the
spinner.
time warp again,
Do that. I think number 5 is the spinner.
but
because
let's do the time warp again.
Because what you're trying to do is you're going to catch it and pull it where it comes up really quick. You know?
Did you see the instructions, what he wrote? He says, I have edited it. Things have been added. So we found one thing. I don't know about the other things. Is there other things on here?
Hidden bonus. What is the total number of holes in 2 Ritz crackers, 2 saltines, and 2 Cheez-Its?
Where do you see that? Oh,
Underneath it's a Dunkin', it's a yo-yo.
What is the total number of holes in 2 Ritz
2
crackers?
Ritz crackers, 2 saltines, and 2 Cheez-Its.
Okay,
What-
Cheez-Its
what-
are.
Cheez-Its have
Yeah.
1 hole apiece, so that's 2 total for Cheez-Its.
There's no Ritz
Um,
cracker holes.
yeah, there are
Ritz cracker?
Ritz
Yeah.
crackers.
No, I have some here, I
How many
think. No, I don't.
Can you go downstairs in the pantry and get a bag?
There's no holes in Ritz crackers.
Yeah, you have them in front of you? There are holes in Ritz crackers.
Oh, yeah, there are. You're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
How many?
7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
7, so that's 14. That's 14 total because it's 2 Ritz crackers. Does anyone have saltines?
I'm not allowed to go upstairs and get mine.
Oh, this is clever. He put this in here.
Mm-hmm.
We have salt. We don't have.
We have saltines. How many do you have saltines, Bill?
I don't have saltines.
We have a box in the pantry. I
Are
feel
we,
like
are we allowed to go to the pantry and grab a box? That's like
Right here in front of you,
opening up.
like my Ritz crackers are. That's fine.
Does anybody have Cheez-Its? I don't.
No, I know Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its
each
only have one,
ball.
yeah.
So there's 2 total for 2.
I would have never have thought the Ritz crackers had. I've never noticed it.
The question is, are we going to get credit for the hidden bonus?
Well,
Yeah,
saltines.
saltines.
Yeah.
We have 6. I haven't looked at saltine in years.
You didn't put a
Right.
plus or
I was
minus on
thinking
this.
saltines have got a 3x3 input on top of a 2x2, so a total of 13.
Okay, so how many? That's 26.
13
So
holes.
hold on. 10, 11, 12. So 42.
9 times 6.
That's the answer to life, universe, everything. 42. Yeah, 26,
Nice.
14, and 2. 42.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to make sure he gives us credit, especially if we get the right answer.
Shoot. I want to know how many teams picked up on that there being there.
Is there anything else?
Just penis.
Just the penis.
No, because he's blacked stuff out, and I think that's a way to.
Things have been added. So besides penis and the hidden bonus, is there anything else?
And all the whiteout. Don't see anywhere else in here
I
where
don't
he.
see anything
Form
else.
number 7542, 7-542. 8675. Oh, sorry.
No, this is the form number.
The spinner, don't they all spin?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's it.
I think
Ah, I feel clever. Thank you,
maybe,
Faith.
but
for doing that.
you're pulling it. Like, there's a component.
Okay, so we're pretty confident, right?
You don't think this is the time warp?
Huh?
You don't think this is the time warp?
No, because what you're doing is you're pulling the yo-yo and spinning it up really fast. So you're pulling it back on the string with the right hand. Stop when the yo-yo is about 6 inches away from your hand.
And then it comes back.
Well, I don't think we'll finish last.
Like time warp.
You guys kicked ass tonight.
Hold
Jeez.
on, Ramiro's saying number 5 can't be the spinner because what you're doing is trying to get it to come back to you.
Do you think it's time warp?
That's what's he thinking is.
Should we switch it to the time warp?
We have it the spinner right now, right?
How confident are you?
I don't care.
I've never.
I'm asking Ramiro, how confident?
I've never done a yo-yo thing.
A yo-yo?
Yo-yo player?
Jojo Jackson thought he was a.
That
So we
it was a mother.
So are we going to take a vote on whether number 5 is the spinner or the time warp?
Well, if it's not the spinner, we don't use a spinner. Will we use a spinner somewhere else that we thought?
Could number 9 be the spinner and number 5 be the pocket rocket? Because
We have 9 in the rocket,
right, and I'm saying switch 5 and 9.
so this is the pocket rocket.
I mean, I don't know. Let's call that the time warp
The pocket rocket, the reason we
because of the penis.
settled on that was because the comment on a penis.
Yeah.
So we're back to leaving it a spinner or time warping it.
Which one are we talking about again?
Number 5. I'm not sure why we came up with the spinner, and it doesn't look like it spins at all.
I think it's because it was left over and it was something that
Yeah,
kind
do
of,
we want to do time warp?
Yeah, we'll switch to time warp.
again?
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think
Nobody gets it. That's okay.
it's just a jump to the left.
Yeah, there you go.
Just jump
But
to the
another step to the right.
right.
Put your hands under your hips.
No hands on your hips.
2, 1, 2.
Sorry.
Obviously, we don't have any major aficionados of the yo-yo in this group or in
I never was very good at that, but I
every
sure liked it. Tommy Smothers, isn't he the one that used to do it?
Yeah.
God, they were really good.
One of my cats, the cat she was bonded to was named Yo-Yo.
Was named what? Yo-Yo?
Was named Yo-Yo.
How
Yeah.
did you get these cats? When did they show up? I just started seeing pictures of them and like, how did that happen?
So the SPCA in our county posted a Facebook post about them. The female of the pair had been dropped off in January after her owner died.
Oh.
The cat she was bonded with passed away from COVID, the cat coronavirus.
Oh.
And she was struggling to find another cat to be friends with. And Ozzy, the orange buff cat that I've had pictures of, they were introduced in their communal room together and they instantly just bonded. Like they share
Oh.
food bowls, they sleep together. They said they'll sometimes walk with their tails entwined. I haven't seen that yet.
Now this is at the shelter.
This is at the shelter.
Okay.
These cats never knew each other and they were like, they have to go home together. I found out when I went down there to inquire about them.
Because you saw it on Facebook.
I saw it on Facebook. I told him we can just go and do like a 7-day home visit to see if it'll work. He said yes.
Wow.
And I found out Jenny, the female of the pair, had never been spayed and she was about 8 years old when they got her. And when they did all the workup and stuff, they noticed she had masses. And when they went to spay her, they had to do a hysterectomy, not a hysterectomy, but a mastectomy at the same time. Turns out she had cancer. And the good thing about it is the type she has is dependent upon hormones. So since they took everything out, they think it shouldn't come back, but there's a slight possibility that as she gets older, it could come back.
Oh my
So I was like,
goodness.
nobody's gonna adopt these cats because one of them is potentially gonna have to deal with like cancer and chemotherapy later on, and there's 2 of them. And they came home for like a couple days. We were feeling each other out, and it is literally like one of them is the most affectionate cat I've ever met. He makes biscuits. He sits on me. He follows me around everywhere. Jenny is taking a while to warm up, which I figured. Like she doesn't know, like she's dropped off. She lost everybody she cared about, so she's learning, and I'm feeling her out. And Ramiro thinks she's evil because she has pulled bread off our countertops twice and got in them. The girl loves to eat.
Is this the one that has cancer?
Yeah. She's the calico.
Oh, I love this story.
And they follow me around everywhere. I'm like their little cult leader. It is so wonderful. I'm like, we're gonna take over the world. And I got them on the day of the eclipse. And one of them is a very dark fur. And the other one is yellow. So I'm like, you're my eclipse cats. Like at this time, like, is it good to adopt cats on solar eclipse? Because I went and picked them up after everything had happened from the cat cafe. And yeah, they were in a cat cafe.
So they're both about 8?
They estimate he's about 6 and she's about 8. And he was neglected and had ear mites and fleas, really bad dental disease. So they had to take out all of his front little teeth. So he just has his little canines. So when he wants to eat something, drool comes out and his tongue will sploot out a lot. So Ramiro says he looks creepy. And he does sort of look creepy because I have to brush him and because he gets.
So is he bonded to Romero?
He wants to. He wants to rub up against his legs. I've had to explain like that's normal cat marking behavior. They're trying to get their scent everywhere. I've also noticed I didn't realize cats bury their food. So sometimes if he's not finished eating, he will back up over it and paw his hand back. And I was thinking, oh my God, you're peeing in the corner. And I went to go check and I was like, there's nothing here. Google, is it normal for cats to make paw motions, you know? And they're like, yeah, some cats will instinctively bury their food. So I've caught him doing that.
If he's had to live in that kind of situation where he could have his food, you know, other cats
He
might bring
could.
dinner.
He's better about not, they love like laser pointers, crinkly stuff. Ginny has tried.
Oh,
They
that's so lucky. You should get a couple more. You have a big
No,
house.
I'm fine with 2. I'm fine with 2.
I think Romero really'd like to have 5 or 6.
No, the cost of kitty litter and cat food, they won't eat dry food anymore because I've moved them over to wet and now they're
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
because the one's teeth is gonna have problems too.
well, it's just something they can graze on and they look at me like, what is this? We want the stinky stuff.
Yeah, my cats are spoiled. My cats are not spoiled. I'm spoiled because they eat only the dry food. I'm not giving them wet food. They just meow and meow and meow and meow. It's awful. So they can all
And
the
they
dry
share
food they
each
want.
other's food. They love kitty treats. I'm trying to teach them. They're learning how to sit. So
You should teach them how to use the toilet.
we might get there. I'm gonna try clicker training because we want to keep them off the counters and they're doing pretty well not jumping on them when we
Make your
are.
counters higher.
Can't do that. Oh, we've got tinfoil down on one
I was
of
gonna
them.
say, yeah, tinfoil sometimes works.
And Jenny's like, I'm gonna.
How come you're not participating in this conversation? You're Mr. Catman.
It's because I can't get a word in edgewise.
Oh, come on. It's just.
No,
it's just
we
Faith and I.
talked about it that I felt really bad about bringing them into the house and because he was stressed with work and so it's been.
He's a good
it was
egg.
stressful.
Romero's a good egg.
He likes them now.
If there was a heaven, he would go to it because he's been allowed these 2 kitties to come.
By the way, you can put cooking oil
He
on the
lets them
counter.
in
When
the
they
bed
jump
with
up, they'll
me.
just slide right off.
He lets them sleep in the
Ooh.
bed with me, but we have quilts down. So
Cooking
So,
oil. That's
have
an
you
interesting idea,
talked
Ron.
at all about talking to my friend Steve?
What?
Kevin, thank you
Would-
for that chance to go down memory lane.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
hope you guys liked it.
That was
we also-
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
we
it was,
also-
Actually kind of fun.
We also thought the small typing at the bottom of page 2 was genius.
Cracker, anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody get the
Susan
bonus?
just happened to have Ritz
Kevin,
crackers at her desk.
Did anybody get the answer? Find the hidden
Wait.
bonus?
We
42.
did. And
Yeah.
Susan just happened to have Ritz crackers at her desk.
Wait,
Kevin, what
Nice.
is do you know what the
We know
year
about
is
it.
on that on
I
those
think
on that
it's
page?
71 to 73 around there.
Oh, come
Really?
on. It's
That
got to
new?
be earlier than that.
It could be. It could be earlier than that.
Did you guys
And that's
see-
probably why some of them were changed, because it was
Did you
later.
see question 9?
It looks like from the mid-60s.
Yes.
Read the
I
dirty
thought
word.
from the
So what's
50s.
this with bonus? We never discussed bonus. in
Oh,
our
apparently if you zoom in on the
There's a
very
hidden bonus question.
bottom on the right
Oh.
side that says hidden bonus.
About
What are
the
the total number of
crackers.
holes in 2 Ritz crackers, 2 saltines, and 2 cheeses?
If you look at the the instructions say he's added some things. So
I added the word penis.
We saw
Yes.
that
We
too.
figured
And I
you were a
added the-
teenager.
Saw your
That was just so you could not think that I did a hidden bonus, to throw you off a little.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
still not
We,
seeing
we,
the
we
bonus.
saw your penis. Yes.
Now
Look
that
at
I
the
know
fine print at the bottom of the page.
if it's a Dunkin', it's a yo-yo. What are we talking about?
Right below that.
That's it.
You got to zoom in.
It is a bonus.
It's about a 2.5 font.
Yeah.
You really got to zoom in.
I don't see it.
I took a picture of it with my phone and blew it up because I couldn't do it on the laptop.
If
It
you-
would-
if
it
you-
kept
I
going
looked at
off the
everybody's
screen.
screen when I went in the room. I
Oh,
could
well,
read it.
that would have helped us out if
I
I
don't know what you're
could.
talking. I still know what you're talking about. I have the whole thing on my screen. I don't see anything at the bottom. I'm zoomed in. What are you talking
It's
about?
there, the second page.
Oh,
bottom of the
yeah.
second
What
page.
is the total number of
Yep,
holes?
that's
2
it.
Ritz crackers, 2 saltines, and 2 cheeses.
Where is this? Somebody show me a
Here you
screen.
go,
Page
Rob.
two.
Very, very bottom second page.
right there.
It's right, it's
Very
kind of in the
bottom.
middle, Rob. It's kind
So
of.
when I click it, I don't see that.
Under the word yo-yo on the bottom and flambeau.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, like two font, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
team, I'm gonna make a guess on the bonus, you guys, for our team.
Okay, the answer to number one is the spinner, not the sleeper, not Sleeping Beauty, the spinner.
Oh.
Number
really?
two is walking the dog. Number
Yeah.
three is the
Yeah.
creeper.
Yeah.
Number four is around the corner.
Yes.
Number
Yep.
five is skin the cat.
Damn.
Number
Oh.
six is rocking the baby.
Mhm.
Number seven is Sleeping Beauty.
Oh.
Number
Oh.
8 is the 3-leaf clover. One loop up, one loop straight, one loop down makes a 3-leaf clover. Number 9 is loop the loop. And number 10 is man on the flying trapeze.
Okay,
we had
please
those
say those
backwards.
again.
Yeah.
It's
Which
in
ones?
the chat. It's in the
Gail,
chat.
did you get them all?
I want
Gail, we were told
to
you get them all.
Well, I had them, but I knew the names that we used in 1960. Not the names I used
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
same
Sleeping
here.
Beauty is I
Because
can
we
see the
called it a
confusion.
sleeper, not a
The
spinner.
spinner. But you
Gail,
see
you're,
the
you're
answer, the
still
spinner,
my
you spin
hero,
it.
Gail. I can't believe
Yeah.
I,
And then
You were a
for those of you who
yo-yo
don't know what we're talking
champion.
about, I was the Nassau County and later the state of New York girls yo-yo champion. When
Oh
I
my
was,
God, Gail, is there
Yep.
anything you can't do? Oh my God.
Right.
we were talking about it and I said, oh, I only want a patch, second
being
place.
the girls champion was not a very big deal because they were almost all boys. There were very few girls who did it.
So the two I
But we would
didn't
practice.
use.
My biology teacher was a yo-yo champion who used to be on the Dunkin' commercial. So every morning we'd bring our yo-yos and during homeroom we would practice with him.
Oh, you got to
So
cut
so
off.
let me
Funny.
are you guys seeing my screen?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cut
Yeah.
off.
So see, there's nothing here. This is what I clicked
Make
when
it-
you had in the chat.
Make
Go
it
to the right.
flip it around.
Where?
Oh, he's
Yeah,
His
move it
didn't
You're
around.
right,
not
there's
Move it
nothing
around.
there.
Oh,
No,
he
there
is
is
right,
nothing here,
it's not
people.
there.
But that is the answers. That's not the questions.
What?
That's the answers.
Oh,
Look at the
right.
questions.
Oh,
See?
so if I go
Picture.
up to the top and do it. Ah, I gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
there's your confusion.
So what's the answer to the hidden bonus?
I don't get it.
Okay,
40.
No,
the
why is
answer
it
to
that
hidden
he,
bonus, there's 1 on a Cheez-It, 7 on a Ritz cracker, and 13 on a saltine. So those add up to 42.
You got it. All right.
Carl just said, let's put the number 42.
Of
Okay.
course.
All
That's why
right.
that's why I used it.
Wait,
Now,
I'm gonna give myself the answer because I wrote that down right and then I did the math wrong.
the 2 that weren't used is
42.
the time warp. And the time warp is around the world one way, then you flip it and go around the world the other way, as like you're going backwards in time, like they did in Superman. That's what they call it, the time warp. And then the rocket in the pocket is you just spin a sleeper or a spinner, and then you take the string off your finger and you pull it quick and it shoots it up in the air, and then you open your pocket and catch it.
Wow.
And I always thought that's how they used to end the trick performances. And I thought that was the coolest one. That was my
But
favorite.
you tricked us by adding penis to 9. So of course
Yes,
we
on
thought
purpose,
pocket
because
and
I
a
wanted to tell
pocket.
you I added something, but I didn't want to tell you what. And
you said added
you
some
didn't-
things. You made it plural.
Oh,
So I knew there had to be something else somewhere.
well, I didn't even realize I did that. I added some things. I edited.
Really jerked
things
us
have been
around on
added.
that
Things
one.
have been removed.
Oh.
Kevin, I was counting on you having video of every one of those tricks.
Now we'll
I
have to look them up.
almost-
Or we'll be
Seriously.
here all
I
night.
almost did. I wish I had video of Gail doing them all.
Right?
There you go.
We didn't
Karen's,
have such a thing
Karen's
as
showing.
video
I
when I
think
was
you should
doing
get the
that.
point, Karen, just because you.
And
kicked
here it
ass.
is. Here's a video of
I'm math
Gail from
challenged.
1965. Oh, wouldn't that be
Yes.
amazing? And the
Give us the
state
link.
champions
Give
on
us the link.
TV.
My prize, I told Kevin, my prize when I won the girls championship was a big deal. It was a transistor radio.
Oh.
So I think my team lost and I have to go. It's getting very, very late.
All right.
Night,
Good night,
Vincent.
Vincent.
Take care, Vincent.
All right.
Night,
Send
Vincent.
pictures.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, so
Vincent.
I need people for next
Bye,
week.
Vincent.
At the moment, I only have Karen and Gail who will take
You
it
can
on. Is
put
that
me down for
Romero's hand
one.
up? No, Romero's going to be busy.
Well, we need scores too.
I know, but I'm doing this before I get
can
to.
do
She's
the
holding us
last round.
hostage. before
I
allowing.
won't
wanna
be
do
here
bonus?
next. I
Ramiro,
won't be here
speaking
next
up.
week.
You can put me down for a round, Susan.
Did you say, Romero, did you say you wanted bonus next week?
Yeah, I can do bonus.
Yay.
And Carl, you said you'd do one?
Yeah.
And who
And
else?
I must be 3 or 4 because I have a meeting.
You are 3.
Okay.
Gail says she'll do one. And I need one more.
I could probably get one done by then.
And Lee,
Now that we're through
Oh,
the
Lee
end.
raised his hand?
okay, Lee
I
and
haven't- It's been
Janine.
a while since I've done one.
Okay, why don't they do it and then I'll do the next week because
Okay.
on a non-meeting night.
Okay, that's a good idea. I'm putting you to the 15th. All right, thank you. So it's Gail, Carl, Janine, Lee, and Romero. Ta-da! Thank you, guys.
Brava.
Okay, now we can go to the scores. I was holding off on the scores until I got those. I'm
Hurry up,
not
my alarm's
dumb.
going off.
Here we go. And we have the best secret tape since Pamela and Tommy.
6.
Still don't really get that.
Not bad.
Yeah, we had our baby and the trapeze mixed
Yeah,
up. Oh
yeah,
well.
we did that
We
too.
would have had
Yeah, we
8.
did
We
that
missed
too.
up 2 as well.
Christy
I
Nome
saw
wants
that
to
in
be
all the
Trump's
rooms going,
VP.
oh boy, that's a tough.
7.
selection."
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, well. Trump denies sleeping during trial.
8.
Ooh.
Thank you, Gail.
Tremendously higher than Trump trials.
We really had 10, but we
7, I
couldn't
believe.
get-
Well, we
7?
now know Gail's superpower.
She has
did
several.
Team 5, did Team 5 make more than 4?
Yes, 6.
Barely. 42.
Oof,
That's the
42.
answer
42
to the
again.
vote.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
I had
like
never
How many of you guys
seen-
got the bonus?
Yeah, we got the bonus.
Yeah.
I had never in my entire life noticed that Ritz crackers have holes. And
Well,
I'm
you
looking
didn't?
at
They
it
have holes
going,
in
I
all?
never had holes. I would have never have. I would have
Most
said
crackers have
0
holes.
holes.
All
Holy
crackers
cow.
have holes.
It's part of,
Yeah.
part of the
Good night,
definition. I
everybody.
think.
I gotta
Yeah,
get
Good
out.
I gotta get up in
Good.
3 minutes, so see you in 2 weeks,
You
folks.
play trivia
Bye.
at the pub, right? The number of holes in those crackers is a kind of a common trivia question.
I'd never heard it before.
There's holes in a Pop Top, but I couldn't figure it out because I don't buy them.
And a Pop-Tart?
Bye, everybody.
They do have holes, yes.
Good night.
There's no holes
Good
in Pop-Tarts.
night.
Yes, there is.
Yeah,
Look
and
at
just ate
only
a
in the
the
top part.
unfrosted ones.
Only in the
The
top part.
unfrosted ones, you can count them on the box.
I guess I don't look at my food that
Wait, what'd you say about frosted?
Unfrosted ones.
That's right.
Why would
Yeah,
you buy
I don't
unfrosted
buy the
Pop-Tarts?
frosted. I got enough
Okay.
sugar. And they're in the top. And I have to make sure when I put them in my toaster oven, I don't have that far down, that face down, because sometimes the fruit will drip out of the holes. And I don't want that to happen.
And watch the show Frosted or Unfrosted on Netflix. It's going to be really funny. It's a Jerry Seinfeld. It's all about Pop Tarts and the battle
Jerry
between toast and
Seinfeld won't
cone.
be
I don't know if I've eaten Pop-Tarts.
Look at
since I was
Jamie's
Norman
brought
College.
out his crackers. What are those?
This
those
is
Ritz?
this is Ritz, made in Thailand. We get it here.
7
See?
holes.
Does it have
How
seven
many
holes?
holes?
Do they have
It has
13 holes?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes.
There you go.
Yep.
13 in a
Standard.
saltine and 1 in a
Standard
cheeser.
holes.
Good
Standard
night,
holes.
everybody.
That's funny.
It's international.
I had no idea. All right,
So we
you
get it.
guys, good job. We're only finishing about 30 minutes later than normal, but that's not so bad. I mean, we
Not
went a
bad.
while there. We could have gone a
No.
lot longer.
It was fun.
It was very fun. I learned lots of many things. All right, everybody.
Good
I'll
night.
See you next
see
time.
you,
Hey,
I'll
guys.
see you soon.
That was fun.
See you soon. Bye,
Have a
everybody.
good night.
Thanks for
Bye.
joining me.